right. Patrick here. That's right. It's the Midnight Hour. It is. All right. Here in the House of Midnight. All right. So anyway, having some fun tonight. The regular crew for the Midnight Hour is down and out on the disabled list. So this is sort of like a semi hijacking of the show. Semi hijacking. Uh, Um, so we're going to be joined by a couple of folks later on. We'll just have some fun talking around, maybe do a little pushing, build up some channels, say hi. I'm not doing 10 hours, Hobbs, so don't ask me to do 10 hours. I already know that when he sees this, he's going to come over and go like, what the hell? Um, but Rob, welcome, sir. Welcome. Uh, you want to come out and hang out here with us on the House of Midnight on the Midnight Hour? You're more than welcome to come in. I can drop the link for you. Hi, Anthony. Let's see. You're losing subs. How are you losing subs? You had 769 subs. You had 769. What are you down to? You know they'll come back, Anthony. They always come back. Everybody likes you. Um, so I don't have any really big agenda tonight. I just wanted to come out and just do a little chit chatting. Just I had an early show tonight with Alexis Iacano. So I thought, well, I want to go up and do a little hanging out and see where it goes. So so we're gonna be joined by our good friend Steven from the House of Horrors. He's gonna be joining us here in a minute, and we're just gonna chop it up a little bit. I don't know what we're gonna be. Like I said, I don't know what we're talking about. Uh, Probably the new round of Dollar Tree Theater. I got some movies for Dollar Tree Theater that I will be talking about and seeing who people want to see if anybody wants to pick out the movie that I watched for Dollar Tree Theater. Hey, Echo, you want to come up, Echo? You can come out and hang out with us. Let me send it to you. I'm going to send it to you. Send it to you on Instagram. Okay, Echo. All right. Huh. I guess Instagram changed the way they're doing things. That's interesting. All right. Sure, sure. Uh, Echo. See, that's the thing is now everybody does that now. Okay. All right. Rob, rain check it, man, for sure. For sure. Hey, what's going on, Tinfoil Bunker? What's going on, brother? Welcome to the Midnight Hour. That's right. Now we have sort of a legitimate Midnight Hour. Now we have Echo coming up there and hanging out with us. Like I said, our friend Steven will be here as well to hang out with us. All right. Woohoo. That's right. I don't know what we're doing. Uh, I don't know what we're doing. We'll drop some links and stuff like that. I don't think I know you, Tinfoil Bunker. So let me go over there and see if I can find your channel so I can go over there and say hi. Okay. I'm also going to let people know that I hijacked the stream. All right.
Hello.
Greetings. So, so, so we're having some fun tonight for sure. So, I told Hobbs earlier. I always ask him on Thursdays. I say, Hobbs, so what's going on with the Midnight Hour? I didn't think he was going to be able to make it this weekend. I thought that he has something come up. So I said, hey, if you need me to host it, because though I'm not a regular part of the show anymore, but I still have that spot. Like if you desperately need someone to host the show, I'm available to do it. And so tonight being a very short night on Eight Questions with, um, I knew I was going to be able to come up and do this afterwards. So I told Hobbs, I says, well, what are you guys doing tonight? And he goes, well, we're taking the night off. And I said, taking the night off? He says, yeah, we're all beat up. And we're like, well, and I thought about that and said, you know what? I'm just going to hijack it. I'm hijacking the show. I'm gonna take over the Midnight Hour.
Hey,
I'm running with it. So I
that
did.
works.
I'm hijacking the show. This is a Midnight Hour. Though I did put a K in the middle of it though, just for some fun. But this is all in actuality is a Midnight Hour show with a K.
Yeah, like
Steven's
the
gonna be here with us. I don't know.
That's
Hobbs says
cool.
he can't. I told Hobbs, I says, Hobbs, I'm taking over the show. I'm holding it hostage.
Yeah,
And
you're
I
gonna
said,
have
if
to
you want,
copyright that echo thing. You're gonna have to
uh,
copyright that echo thing. With the many people do it.
I know, I see that. I see that. Everybody's doing the echo thing. I told
They're
Hobbs, I
ripping you
said,
off, man.
that's it. I told him, I says, you can have your show back, but I'm holding the hostage for cat food. I said, if you do cat food again, if you eat cat food, I'll give up the show again. And Hobbs said for some reason I couldn't understand this, but Hobbs says that he says he couldn't do it again. He says no, I can't do cat food. So
Oh
he says
God, that was so nasty.
okay, but see, I actually did, honest to heaven. I said, Josh, just says, okay, I know you didn't like the cat food, but I saw him have a worse reaction to the mustard and watermelon. I said, did the cat food was the watermelon and mustard, was the cat food worse than watermelon and mustard? And I was very surprised when he said that. Yes, I really did, because he when he did the cat food, it really wasn't that bad. But when he did the watermelon and mustard, oh shit, it was hilarious.
Yeah, you might want to check private chat.
Let's see, private chat. It's not coming up. Am I frozen again? I am frozen again. Hold on here.
Yeah, no, it's Steven says he's here.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. I just froze. All right. Uh, all right. Welcome to the Midnight Hour.
Yep. Glad I could make it to the midnight with the K. Oh,
That's
you didn't do
right.
the K. Okay.
That's right. Yeah, we did the K, but we did the House of. As you can see, I'm with
Oh, the
the
House
House
of
of
Midnight.
Midnight.
Yep.
So hell yeah, let's do this. Let's party. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not doing 10 hours. Hop says do a pop up, but do 10 hours. How about this? How about if I do the Midnight Hour and I do a couple of hours?
Oh, we don't want to do the 10-hour marathon.
Yeah, no, I can't do those anymore.
I
That's a young man's game.
Hell, I did the 11 hours. Well, sorry, 11 and a half hours, and God, but I had alcohol help me make it through 11 and a half hours.
Oh, I
Uh,
have.
I think
Now I
that
do have some Fireball. Maybe I should grab some of that. I don't work tomorrow.
I guess is that the answer to those long ones? Just drink alcohol.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Or coffee.
That video you sent me of the guy drinking coffee and then running to the bathroom.
What video
Oh,
is that? What happened?
yeah. Yeah.
You sent me a video of a guy takes a sip of coffee and then all of a sudden you see the guy just running to the bathroom after like one sip.
Dude, you know what though? That actually does happen. That's happened. I mean, I haven't had anything that happened like that when I drink coffee. I tell you, when something like that did happen to me though, I was having bratwurst. I have brats, and I love those. But man, my body hates them. And I upped, I had a brat, and I didn't even think about it because up to that point in time, I was like, I never had a reaction. But man, I did that day, and I was like, I'm eating the brat. I'm sitting there talking, and like all of a
It
sudden, it's like
brought you to the pot, right?
I was sitting there like, hey, what's going on? Ate the bratwurst, turn around, all of a sudden just froze, like, oh shit. Got up, went to the bathroom, and got sicker than a dog. I mean, it was
The thing,
terrible.
the only time I did that was the crema was bad. That sent me to the bathroom, and then I had to find the code for the bathroom because I was at some place where they go, we got to put a code in the bathroom to keep random people from using it.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
So it's like, oh god,
And
I
then
need
it's
the
the longest
bathroom.
code, right? 57365. Oh my god, how long is this code?
It's like, I just gotta use the bathroom. Why did you do this to me?
sometimes that happens when you eat some food, right? So you think it's just a one-time event. It's like, okay, that happened to me, not going to happen again. And then, not after that, then I had another time. I just had another brat, and the same thing happened to me. And I'm going like, 1 + 0 = 1. 1 + 1 equals, like, don't do this again. And after that, I just couldn't do bratwurst anymore. I'm afraid to eat it because it just my body hates it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's why I won't eat it.
What's the one food you? What's your favorite food that you love but you can't eat?
I don't think there's anything. Well, technically, I'm not supposed to have anything with soy in it, but that's everything. Like years ago, I was tested for allergies, and soy was listed on there really high up. And it's like, really, I everything I eat has soy in it. So maybe I got a tolerance over the years. I don't know, but
Mm.
that's what I'm supposedly allergic to.
I tell you what food that sort of makes me nervous.
Actually,
Go ahead, Echo.
for me, it was when the doctors said I was showing signs of being pre-diabetic. That would mean multiple foods, all the sweets I used to love, all the candy. It was like cut those out. So it's multiple foods. Now, if I grab a soda, which is very rare, or I grab a little Halloween size, those little tiny bags of Skittles, people are like, "Oh my god, you haven't done that in ages." And then I have to explain why.
Right. Um. Yeah, I don't really eat a lot of candy. I don't really, if I get a soda once in a while, I mean, I might get like, 4 or 5 2 liters that can last me like a year. I can put that downstairs in the basement in the pantry, and then throughout the year I can drink it. And it's like, and that's all I drink. I don't drink that much. A lot of times when I go to fast food places, I don't order a drink. I just come home and I have a iced tea, or like a powder drink or something like that, or just water. I don't really ever buy a drink when I do fast food. So I don't do a lot of that. I don't eat a lot of candy. Um,
Okay, here's the thing about fast food. Is it me? Or is that food a lot of fast food places gotten bad?
uh-uh.
Over the last year or so, it does not taste like it used to.
Oh God, no! I tell you what's a terrible. What's a terrible hamburger is. You used to go to Burger King to get a Whopper.
I haven't been to Burger like I've eaten. I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead. What were you saying about Burger King?
You go in there, you order a Whopper, and you expect to get a tomato and lettuce and onion, pickles. For the most part, man, they just absolutely crush it with. They'll give you no lettuce. They'll give you 4 tomatoes, 2 pickles. Next time, no lettuce, 1 tomato, 20 pickles, or nothing, or it's just terrible. It's absolutely terrible.
I've
I don't know.
Do you know about hidden items at some of these fast food places?
I've heard about that where people if you ask for certain things, they'll make it. I've never tried any of them, but I've heard about
Well,
that.
I've been to a Burger King. They don't list the double Whopper, not even as a meal. You have to ask for it. It's like that to me. That's weird because it's always Whopper, double Whopper, Whopper Junior, and then you look up and all you see is Whopper and Whopper Junior. You have to go. Can I get a double Whopper?
I
Yeah,
haven't had lunch from there in a while. Like I've had their breakfast every now and then because there's a Burger King in my Walmart. But as for their lunch, I haven't eaten Burger King in I don't even know how long. Same thing with McDonald's. But I'll go to Arby's or Wendy's more often than them. It's been a while. I don't like go constantly, but out of the two, I prefer Arby's and Wendy's over Burger King and McDonald's.
Was Burger King that had the colored themed buns? Was it a black one and a green one?
A green one, yeah.
The burnt buns. I think what's the black bun for? Was it for Halloween?
I think it was Halloween or something. Yeah.
I can't eat green colored bread because I get the thing that pops in my head. Because usually if it's green, it's mildew.
It's molded, yeah.
Molded bread. It's leprechaun's poo poo.
Okay, did you guys ever hear about this situation? I don't know if it was in other states, but it's in Washington. Jack in the Box and E. coli. There was people were eating a Jack in the Box and getting E. coli. So the running joke afterwards was you'd go to Jack in the Box and you go, I'll take an E. coli burger, E. coli fries, E. coli shake. That was like the running joke.
I didn't hear about that. Maybe it just happened in that state, I guess.
Yeah, it was back in the I think the early 90s. Those poor people that working there were getting probably picked on mercilessly. It's like, I just want to work. Leave me alone. Of course, we have a place in Seattle called Dick's Burgers. And the joke is you go to order a milkshake with a lisp. I'll take a Dick's milkshake, extra thick. And I was at one of them one day eating and getting ready to take a bite out of my hamburger, and someone did that. I lost it laughing my ass off in the middle of the restaurant.
Man, yeah. Fast food places are a lot of fun, man. I mean, they're always good for entertainment purposes. The one fast food, it's not fast food place, but it is one place that seems to always provide entertainment. If you doubt that, just go on YouTube and type in Chuck E. Cheese pizza, and just put in Chuck E. Cheese pizza fights, and just stand back and be prepared to be amazed by the hilarity. It's amazing.
Break out at Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Did you see? What? I can't remember what the place was, but you see the video of the guy that drove the truck into a place over what was it, chicken wings or something?
Oh, didn't that happen a few days ago or something? Or they just drove into a...
He went in, he had ordered food, and he left, came back 45 minutes later when they were getting ready to close, and he wanted like chicken wings or tenders or something, and they go, no. He's like, well, I see one right there. Oh, that's for another customer. He tried to grab the register, and then like they were fighting with him. They get him out. He rips the door off the hinges with his bare hands. So they had to subdue him, and then he gets into a tow truck, and he drives it, ruined the front end of the truck, by the way, right into the place, and then drove off.
Yeah, like he's not be spending some time behind bars.
Well, here's the thing: they don't know if that was his truck or not, because it said like tow truck drivers in the companies in that area, sometimes they loan them out to other people. So even if they find it, they don't know if they can find the guy.
Oh, they'll find him. Someone's gonna know him. Plus, the one thing. Remember, a lot of cops. Their arrests come by one way, because people can't keep their mouth shut. Someone's gonna be sitting over there talking trash or something like that. They're gonna bring that up, and then someone else is gonna hear it, and it won't be hard. It won't be hard.
If you haven't seen the video yet, it is a sight to watch. And when they go,
what fast food place was it?
The door off with. Let me look it up. But like though, he ripped the door off with his bare hands. I'm like, God damn, this guy was mad over a chicken, whatever. That's
maybe chicken nuggets was his spinach.
Yeah.
Well, Popeye, instead of being Popeye the spinach man, maybe it was Popeye the chicken guy.
Or hey, was it a Popeye's chicken? That'd be kind of ironic if it was a Popeye's chicken.
Timber, let me have me chicken.
Okay, I'm trying to see, because there's different articles on this and there's videos. So I'm trying to see if I can name the restaurant. They're just saying restaurant. Apparently, that's not because someone was hit, but apparently there's a place called Crystal Lake. Okay, it was in Prince George's County, New York. New York Chicken and Grill. I guess is
Oh
where it
wow.
happened.
Trenchy saying, "Oh, the Chuck E. Cheese pizza conspiracy was big some years ago. What's the Chuck E. Cheese conspiracy?"
That the if I because I had a cousin who kept going on about this, and I explained to him that it was all BS. I think was more linked to like Five Nights at Freddy, something about the killer robots or whatever, or some shit, the satanic shit that was going on. It was around the time I want to say when Five Nights at Freddy first started becoming big, or first came out. It was like, no, man, it's just all BS.
I thought the conspiracy was if they actually sell pizza, because I think they got their pizza from Little Caesars, and
You know,
neither one of them was.
I can't remember the pizza because as a kid I was more into going and playing the games.
Oh my,
So
yeah, they distracted you. That's why it's like, okay, we have really shitty ass pizza, so how do we distract that? Well, we'll just throw up a lot of games with cheap ass carnival prizes.
Prizes, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and then
The little
Yeah.
finger traps that you could only use one time because after that you broke them.
well, another
yeah.
thing is it
Cost
could have
like
been so
500 tickets.
it could have been so bad that I blacked it out. That's
Man,
another thing.
I honest to God, up to this day, I can actually say this. I can't say this about Little Caesars because I have been known to have a slice of Little Caesars, so I can't claim that. But I can honestly say I have never had a slice of Chuck E. Cheese pizza. I have
Well,
never had.
there's a rumor because in Union Gap, Washington, which is a town or two over from me, Sears closed, and they're talking about Chuck E. Cheese might take part.
Chuck E. Cheese might take over. See, Trenchy says they had there's so
Part
many
of the old
man.
Sears.
Oh, oh, they have many leftovers. They were taking leftovers, pizza
Oh,
from the
and
gas.
reserving leftover
Oh,
pizza.
Reese, oh, that God, that's sick. That's
Ah.
terrible. That's terrible. Damn. Wow. You know what?
I can
Trenchy,
believe that.
I believe that one. If that's a conspiracy theory, I'm believing that one.
There's a place I heard someone was telling me, I forget where it was, but they call the place Leftovers, and it's actually leftovers from other people that they resell. I forget where it was, but someone was reading an article. I would not eat at a place like that. That's just sounds disgusting.
The closest I've come, I came to a place that they would recook the hamburgers. Only they would over recook them, so you can completely tell because it'd be all burnt and stuff.
Now I know some places, like I know Wendy's, like a lot of places, whenever their burgers would have, they have that 6 or 7 minute window. During busy hours they would cook extra hamburgers, leave them on the grill, and after 6 or 7 minutes, and they take them off. And I know that Wendy's used to do that. They would let their hamburgers sit up there for 6 or 7 minutes, and then instead of throwing them away, they turn around and put it in their chili. And that was actually, I thought that was actually pretty smart. Rob says he's never been to a Chuck E. Cheese pizza. Believe me, Rob, you are not missing a damn thing.
That's more of a kid's place, anyways.
Well, it says where a kid can be a kid.
Yeah, well, you get a lot of adults there. Just like I said, you just type in Chuck E. Cheese fights and be amazed by that. There's so many fights that are happening at Chuck E. Cheese.
There was one at a fast food place. It was like a month or two ago, where the two women were fighting. One woman got a weave pulled off, and then when one guy was trying to pull off the other woman, well, customers got an extra show because something came out of her top, and everyone's like,
yeah, that
like,
happens
hey,
a lot.
look at that!
Oh my God, have you ever looked at any of those World Star hip hop videos? That happens a lot. And anytime a girl fight happens, sooner enough, you're gonna see that. Some girls can be sitting there topless, and they don't give a shit. They just keep boxing.
Yeah.
Shit. I remember watching a UFC clip.
Your top down. I don't care.
I watched a UFC clip one time. These two women were fighting, and one of the women's ear came off during the fight, and there's blood squirting. I'm like, oh my God, I've never seen that in a man's fight.
She bit the ear off?
No, she was hitting her so hard, whatever, and all of a sudden you see the ear just there it went.
Wow. Now I've seen some seriously nasty fights, boxing fights. There's one fight on ESPN, and the guy's face had a melon, like it is so huge, and they didn't stop the fight. And the analysis
What do
guy,
they call them?
Sean
They call them what,
McGuire,
knots or something?
oh, it was
Knots or
terrible.
something?
Yeah. I mean, it was so huge over the guy's eye, and the color guy for the fights were sitting there going like, he's supposed to be there providing color analysis, but he saw that guy's head and he saw that, and pretty soon he was barking at the referee to stop the fight. He says, "You need to stop this," because he was a boxer. He knew, the danger of it, and
Yeah.
finally they let it go all the way to the end. And boy, he was livid. He's like, "This is disgusting."
One of the
Yeah,
dumbest things I saw in a fight. Do you remember Riddick Bowe, the
yes,
boxer? I
yes,
watched him. He knocked his opponent down to like one knee, and the official gets between them, tells him like to back up. Looks at the official, looks at the guy, looks at the official, looks at the guy, and like he has a switch go off in his head. Screw it! Hits the guy right in
yeah,
front of the official, and he's like, "Nope, nope, fight's over, fight's over." He was like,
yeah.
he was like hesitating, like, should I? What the hell?
Yeah, there was another fighter at the time named Andrew Galata, and he was actually a pretty good fighter for a while. But then he started, a lot of fighters, when they box, they're really good until they get that first loss.
Yeah, and you were talking about that.
It really screws with the confidence,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
You talk about that guy with the knot. There was a fight, a YouTube channel that breaks down some of these different fights. This guy put like plaster of Paris, whatever, on his tape. And the opponent so many times, so hard in the face. The guy's eyes was swelled shut. And then
Yes,
kept the fight going.
Yes, yeah, he ended up being blinded by that.
And then when what happened was one of the guys who cornered in for the other guy, he accidentally grabbed the winner's glove. And
Yeah,
get over
yeah,
here.
I remember that fight.
Hey, is it just on my end? Every now and then it sounds like Echo, you're going out for a minute and then coming back in. Is that just on my end? Or is...
No, it's out here too.
I've been having bad.
Okay.
I've been having net issues for the last couple of days.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if it was
since I don't know what's going on with my net.
I'm blaming Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah. It's a new conspiracy. Chuck E. Cheese is fucking with the internet.
That's right. So Steven, man, last Saturday, man, you guys the House of Horrors turned the page, got yourself had yourself a hell of a show last Saturday.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was fun. So as I guess people are gonna see moving in a different direction, gonna be getting some different co-hosts until I find a permanent one. But yeah, I just want to thank my former co-host for the past shows, but we'll be moving on, so we'll see how it goes from here on out. So
yeah, I guess you'll be I guess like you said, you'll be doing some so people will be co-hosting Saturdays with you. I know you had Katie on last Saturday as a guest, but she'll be on as a co-host this Saturday.
Yes.
Speaking of co-host, my co-host for this Sunday is going to be here. The professor. He and I, and Katie's going to be coming back. I believe she'll be coming back. We're going to be talking about Wolf Warrior. Hell yeah!
All right.
Now, so as far as the guest co-host, do you have any? Are you going to be going around asking people to join you? I mean, if Trenchy wanted to be a co-host, could Trenchy come on and hang out with you for a couple hours?
Sure. Anyone who wants to come on, see how it is, and if it works out, maybe just stay on, whatever you like. Just check it out, have a good time, see how it goes, and go from there.
I see Rob's Vintage Video still with us. I wonder how he might be. See see if Rob wants to come out and hang out on the House of Horrors on Saturday. So
Yeah.
this is you're going to be doing basically you're going to be doing like a rolling temporary co-host until
Mhm.
you figure out who you want to have up. Now, are you planning to do like a 2 to 3 panel? I mean, not just a 2 panel, but maybe 2 if you find the right people. Would you like
Yeah.
2
Yeah,
hosts?
I mean, I'd probably be willing to do that if the chemistry works, and so that way, if anything comes up too where I'm not there, and we can all work together in a good fashion, that would be fun.
Let's see. Let's see if it helps. Oh, okay, wow. It says here this stream has that new emoji reaction thing. I don't know what that is. What is
It's got
that?
emojis now.
Yeah, some sort of new emoji. The professor says that hey, this stream has that new emoji reaction thing. Yeah, I hope so. If it helps, awesome.
Okay.
I don't know I don't know what it is. So, how do people get a hold of you if they want to? They want to volunteer to step into the House of Horrors. How do people get a hold of you? Should I go ahead and post your? Should I post
Instagram.
it? I can do
Instagram's
that.
fine. The group, my Facebook, whatever. I mean, any way is fun. Leave a comment on any of the YouTube videos there of the shows, or come and join the show on every Saturday at 8 p.m. And if you want to come on, I'll share the link, and you can pop on up.
I have a question I've been asking you. What are some of your what are your 5 favorite interviews that you've done so far among your shows? You've done over 100 shows so far, and you've had some top-notch interviews. Who's been your like your 5 favorite guests that you've had?
All right. Well, recently, Robin Sydney from Full Moon Movies, she was really good time. Shows, I think, is like 223 views now. She was really nice, fun to talk with. If you didn't see that one, check out the replay. David Howard Thornton's a good one. Michael Bailey Smith was a fun one.
Yeah, that was awesome. I was there for that one. That was one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah, he had some really cool stories. Andre Gower was a good one. Let's see. And of course, when we did it on the Midnight Hour, Danielle Harris, of course, was a big one. Let's see. I think that was 5 right there. Of course, all my Polonia pals, always a good time. So
Always good to have Polonia pals.
yeah.
So the hi Farmer's Grip algorithm brought me here. No idea what's going on, but hello. We are just talking horror. We're talking interviews. Welcome to the Midnight Hour. This is the Midnight Hour every Thursday, 10:15. We go ahead and we just chop things up. Normally, this show is held on Hobbs Horrors channel, but Hobbs is not feeling that perky, so we hijacked the show.
Holding it hostage.
Holding it hostage.
We're holding it hostage for cat food. Hobbs
cat
gotta
food
eat
and hoagies.
How about a cat food hoagie?
Cat food.
With mustard and watermelon on it. Hell yeah! Yeah, congratulations to you, Professor. You cracked 200 today.
Congratulations, Professor.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice, huh?
200.
Do you want to come up, Professor? You want to come out and hang out? Let me know. I'll send you the link, sir. We can make this into the Midnight Society, House of Horrors, the House of Midnight, the Midnight Hour. All right, hold on. Let me go send the link out to the professor.
How about Marianne?
So, okay, you guys looking forward to Evil Dead Rise?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about that.
Well, I have my doubts about it because I'm not big into movies with kids, even though I did like the original children, the one with the death hugs, I guess you can call it.
With
the Village of the Damned?
No, there was one. I think it was Trauma where the kids were like after they get bus goes through like a toxic nuclear smoke, they turn these killer kids where if they hug you, you burn. And the only way to stop them is to cut their hands off.
I'm not sure I remember that. You said it's a trauma movie?
Yeah, but let me see. I probably got the name wrong.
They hug you and they kill you.
Yeah, because it's like they boil you.
It sounds interesting though. Let me know what that title is.
I'm trying to remember it because I probably got the title wrong.
Wow. Maybe find
If not, Beware of Children, because that was another one of theirs, but I still need to see.
All right, let me drop the Professor a link. I'm dropping a link to you on Instagram, Professor.
I think it's called The Children, and it's from 1980.
Wow.
Let's see. The Children. Okay. I'm going to Internet Movie Database that and check it out. Let's see. The Children. Because it sounds interesting.
It looks like Harry Manfini might have done the music.
Okay, it's the same gentleman who did the Friday the 13th music.
Yeah.
That guy makes some great music. I tell you though,
it wasn't Trauma. It's World Nathaniel. Although maybe Trauma later on got their hands on it. I'm not sure. Okay, they did a 20th anniversary of it, and then Vinegar Syndrome released back in 2018.
And what's it called now?
The Children from 1980.
Okay, because when I put in Internet Movie Database, it says there's something called The Children, but it says 2008, and it doesn't. Oh wait,
yeah,
The Children 1980. Yeah. Hold on, here we go.
Yeah, it's got the same name, but I don't know if it's like a loose remake or anything.
Yep, I found it. It says a nuclear plant leak turns a busload of children into murderous atomic zombies with black fingernails.
Nice. Well, isn't that just a class of goths?
Yeah, and if they grab you and hug you, it's like you boil.
Like man,
it is showing on Crackle. It says so. Yeah, Crackle's free, so anyone who wants to watch it, it's on Crackle.
And like I said, they figure out if they cut their hands off, they'll be okay. So you got a bunch of kids having their hands cut off.
Oh yeah, it could be worse.
1980, that was probably it was the 80s.
But yeah, back then they didn't have any problem at all showing people with extremities cut off.
Well, no, it's the whole kid thing. I mean, this was a few years before the whole Silent Night, Deadly Night mess.
Let's see. The professor says he has the children for one of those After Dark releases. Yeah,
that was one. I was going to review it for Echo Crumpus, but then I think I saw something that might be more of New Year's than Christmas. So I was like, I don't know if it would count.
I think those After Dark ones didn't happen until. I don't think they happened until. I want to say after 2000s, right?
They were in the 2000s. They did like volume 1s and 2, but there were 8 in each set.
Yeah,
right.
There were 8 films to die for.
Oh no, After Dark releases is different than 8 films to die. I'm sorry, I'm thinking the 8 films to die for.
Yeah, but it was like Horror Fest and then After Dark films, and so you'll usually see the same. But then they took a break for a year or two, maybe longer, and then they came back and then they stopped. There was a lot of good films in there. I remember Reincarnation, The Dark Ride. Eddie Murphy's brother was in one. That was one of the later ones, I think. One of the Butterfly Effects.
Yeah, Butterfly Effect 3.
But Reincarnation was...
You guys keep talking for a bit. I got to take care of something.
But Reincarnation was my favorite of them because I really enjoyed it because that's when I really started to get into foreign films that weren't British. Started looking at what was out there because I used to be strictly British for my foreign horror of films, period. And then when I started branching out, saying, okay, let's look at what's in Italy, what's in Japan. And I think a little bit with Korea with The Host, which I really enjoyed The Host.
Yeah.
But Japan, though,
Yeah, they got some interesting ones. Let's see. I'm looking up the 8 films to die for. I can't remember what else. I know there was another one. Tooth and Nail was a good one. Let's see. I'm gonna have to Google those. There's just 8 films to die for. There was one called the Mini Deaths. I think it was Ian Stone or something, where like he kept on dying.
Yeah,
That was a good
yeah.
one.
Okay, you ever see the movie Machine Girl? She had the gun arm.
I think so.
Well, they made a sequel called Shyness Girl, where it's about a friend who gets brought back from the dead. Well, she's got a machine gun in her butt, and when she gets shy, it comes out. I was like, I want a copy of this movie. It sounds too funny not to own.
Well, here we go. I found
what you see when you look it up, and you see that they go so long, and then but you see like in the years they stop for a short period, and they come back, and then they stop again.
Let's see, 2006, 2007. Then they started to bring them again. There was let's see. Here's the list. The Hamiltons was a good one. I remember that. Grave Dancers. I believe that had
and that has a sequel, and that has a sequel. The Hamiltons has a sequel.
Yeah, the Thompsons.
Called the Thompsons?
Yeah.
Let's see. Penny Dreadful.
Gravediggers was a fun one. I enjoyed that one.
Which one? I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. That had what's her name? Gravediggers was a fun one, but Penny Dreadful, that had what was her name in it? She was somewhat of a sex symbol back in the day.
Mimi Rogers. Like, Mimi Rogers is in it, and Rachel. Rachel Manier, Mimi Rogers, Lucy Rogers, Alyssa Murdo, I guess, was the mom. Elise. Oh, Michael Berryman was in it. I forgot about that. Yeah. Chad Turner. Yeah.
Well, they had some good cast members. In Dark Ride, was it Gary Busey's son in it?
Jake Busey.
Yeah, he's known for the scene where he's getting a little attention from his female companion, and then all of a sudden he thinks he's raising her head up to kiss him, but nope, she's being decapitated.
Ooh.
And the killer's holding the head up to him.
Ooh. Man, May is looking stupid.
There was Zombies of Mass Destruction, Hidden.
ZMD.
Yeah, The Reeds, Lake Mungo, Kill Theory. That was a good one. The Graves, The Final.
What was the one with the what was the Crazy Eights? Crazy Eights was really good.
Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah.
That was awesome.
There was one. I don't know if it's part of the After Dark or if it's different about these kids are being tormented by bullies, and they basically take the bullies hostage and torment
that's
them.
the final.
One.
Yeah, the final. Mm-hmm.
That ending though, because you see the person at the beginning who's all deformed, and at the end you find out, nope, that's the sole surviving bully, and now she's getting the same treatment those kids were.
Let's see. Let me catch up.
That's a good one.
Okay. The professor's going to come up. Drew's back with us. Thank you for coming in, Drew. We got 5 people watching. We got 10 likes. All right. Lake Mungo is amazing. I need to get a copy of that. I need to get a copy.
I would like to have all of them, but on Blu-ray, and not all, because I had to replace my copy of Reincarnation, and I can't find it on Blu-ray. I had to get it on DVD.
I think did they put any of the ones on Blu-ray, the 8 films to die for?
Not on Blu-ray. I hadn't seen them on Blu-ray. I hadn't seen a House of Horrors on the or Masters of Horror. I haven't seen that on Blu-ray either. I've always seen that only on DVD.
Oh, Borderlands.
I actually have a few of those 8 films to die for.
Borderlands is okay. Is that the one with Eddie Murphy's brother, Charlie Murphy? Because I know he was in one of them.
I didn't know they made that. I didn't know that.
Can't remember.
I didn't know that. I just know the Sci-Fi Channel used to play the shit out of those movies, but they always used to play them at after midnight. All those after dark movies, they play them, but they would play them after midnight.
Yeah.
It seemed like the 2 o'clock hour. They played the many deaths of Ian Stone. The deaths of Ian Stone. They used to play the shit out of that at 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to say the deal was like these movies are too extreme, too terrifying to be released in a theater.
Well, some of these
And then
they're
you
showing for ratings like Frontiers. That one it says like NC-17 Autopsy R. So I guess they're like a little bit too gruesome for well, heck, Terrifier 2 went out the theaters. We all know how that went, but yeah, normally.
Autopsy was it was okay. You know, it was
Yeah.
yeah, it was all right. I was like, okay. I thought Crazy Eights was really good. I thought Prowl was pretty good. Um, I've watched a few of
Okay,
those.
Nightmare Man. I think that was Nightmare Man. I think was another after dark with Tiffany Shapes. Shapes, or however you say her last name.
Oh, Tiffany Shepard.
Yeah. That's
was
one
in
of
one.
the 8 films to die for. I just passed it right as you said that.
Man, I never thought about doing a. I never thought about because I just have to find them all and put them together. But I do have quite a few of those. Those that would actually be pretty fun to do the whole series of that.
Yeah, you have plenty of movies to do a series on. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
better than the Legend of Dogface Lady Island, which
Echo got
Bones now has.
you know how Echo's always gonna I'm still waiting for Echo to try to get me to watch a movie like that, but so far nothing. I haven't got anything from Echo saying, dude, you got to watch this. This is awesome. But I do try to give you guys good movies to watch. I do.
The Amazing Bulk.
Oh God,
I haven't, but I haven't watched it yet. But I've seen the
But the thing
trailer,
is,
so I'm
I
like,
always say that movie, Werewolf Island, was basically a retitled movie that's not about werewolves. It's about. Have you seen how bad the makeup is
oh, for Werewolf Island.
for the woman?
Oh God, yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, they don't blend the mask appliance is not really blended in. It's not blended in.
they have this new movie came out. I saw it when I was putting new releases up in Walmart. It's another Bloody Mary movie. I forget if it says Curse of Bloody Mary. Some Bloody Mary. But on the back of it, I looked at it. Worse makeup. It looks like white clown makeup just flushed on, not even really smeared in all the way, and like black around. It's like the worst makeup job, like so cheap. I was like, this is horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Like the picture of her looks like just
Who does that? I'm trying because I was looking at it. I don't remember who did it because they have there's a third Dinosaur Hotel movie.
What?
well, there's something called Dinosaur Hotel that came out. Yeah.
It's like I forget the full title of it. I showed off on my short that I did when I was at Walmart. It's like the final or something like that. It's supposed to be like it's billed almost like it's the final installment in the series.
Oh, I don't know.
I have the first one. I don't have the second one. If I decide to complete the series, I need to get the second one, which I have not found.
Let's see.
They have a Humpty Dumpty one.
We got some scary movies we can mention to you, Lauren. The scariest movie I personally ever saw myself. The scariest movie that ever got me like looking over the shoulder was probably yes, we do need that, Professor. We're going to be covering that movie too in the Society next month. We're going to be covering the Jurassic Games next month. That's a fantastic movie. The scariest movie I personally ever watched that kept me up at night was Phantasm. The first Phantasm. Yeah, that was the scariest movie. Boy!
I think House by the Cemetery is another scary one, especially if you have a basement.
Wait a minute, you got scared from House of the Cemetery? Are you talking about
the only movie to ever scare me was the first one I ever saw, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, I could get that.
The only one to come close is House by the Cemetery, because it's a thought, because I've been down in some dark basements and stuff and been creeped out, but it's like, what if there was something down there with me?
Right.
But then I've been in basements that have those big ass spoilers. So
Probably the third Nightmare on Elm Street. I just I've seen people like A House by the Cemetery. I mean, all the Fulci trilogy. But man, I'm telling you, after covering that trilogy, going into that, I really, really loved the Gates of Hell. And I really did. I mean, Christopher George getting his brain pulled out and everything else, it was awesome. But I gotta tell you, man, after watching The Beyond again and seeing it with people, I think The Beyond is definitely not only is it Fulci's best film, but that last 10 minutes of that movie has got to be top 20 of any horror film. It does.
I need to get the third installment for that series, because I have was it City of the Living Dead or whatever,
right?
And The Beyond.
And The Beyond.
So I need that.
And then The House by the Cemetery is the third one, and that is the absolutely weakest movie.
Yeah.
That was weak. We were just sitting there. We were like, boy, that was really anticlimactic. It just didn't have the same punch as the first two. And the first one, the Gates of Hell, that ending is so. It was a victim of the studio. The studio sitting there going like, yeah, well, because Fulci had it, so it was going to be sort of a happy ending, and then the studio wanted to have a little bit of a bleak ending, and so the ending is really confusing because you don't know what you've seen everybody running toward each other all happy, and then you hear then it freezes, then you hear that scream in the background. It's just like it makes no sense at all.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Farmer. The Phantasm was the tuning fork one. Yes, very good.
I got that. I got the whole set on Blu-ray because I found it at Walmart, and it was like it said someone misplaced it, so I saw $20 for it. I didn't read it was for a different movie, so I paid a little bit more.
I saw that Gruv, Gruv, Gov, or whatever it is, Gruv. I saw that they have it for $11.99, but I think they're charging like $6 shipping. So it's sort of
cool. Thanks, Rob Vintage. I saw it. I can see comments, but I can't type replies on it, I guess.
Oh, nice. I see it too. Thank you, Rob. Thank you. That's awesome.
Appreciate it.
Well, like the zombies, in the first Return of the Living Dead, one killable because they took that whole, shoot him in the brain thing out.
Mm-hmm. Fulci, I know
one that I have. There's a Facebook group for is Children of the Living Dead.
The Children of the Living Dead,
which is not that good of a movie. Tom Savini's in it for like 5 minutes, if even that, maybe a little bit more. And the whole thing is that there was a zombie outbreak. One zombie got left out there, and years later he comes back, and you don't really see zombies that much in the movie. I think it could have been done much, much better. But it just such a bad movie.
Drew just asked us a question about Tom Hardy.
I watched a little bit of that Bronson one. I haven't seen it all, but I watched a little bit of it.
Say Tom Hardy.
Venom. I like the Venom movies. Not gonna lie. Well, the first one mainly.
Yeah, I saw Locke. Locke was that was amazing. That's an amazing film. That's a powerhouse performance if there ever was one. If I'm not mistaken, too, actually, I think that was actually I didn't review it, which I should have. I don't think I reviewed it. I should have, but I don't think I did.
Well, what's cool about Bronson? It's based on a true story, so I guess the guy in real life really did cover himself in some kind of lubrication or whatever when the prison guards came for him, so they couldn't grab him and hold on to him.
Man, I'm gonna see if I did that.
Which he was up for. He was the real life Bronson was up for parole not that long ago, and I think it's kind of like shit. can't survive out. It's like he can't survive out in the world. He's been locked up for too damn long.
Right. Yeah, you get institutionalized, and yeah, that's a risk. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I did that. I don't think I did though. I don't think I reviewed that.
I was just looking at his Internet Movie Database, and I totally forgot that he was Bane in The Dark Knight Rises. I didn't realize
How
that.
many people have tried to do that voice? You know,
This was her.
Oh, the Bane voice.
you were created by the. Was it you adopted the dork? I was it.
Yeah, I agree with you, Drew. Warrior was badass as hell. Warrior was amazing.
But here's the thing about okay, that was what the second time they did Bane in the live action because he's been done like 3 times.
And the
Well,
Forever
Bane,
was it? No, Batman and Robin. I don't even think he talked in that.
he
one.
didn't.
No,
He didn't.
he just basically
Yeah.
They
and
did the
then
same thing to him as Marvel did to Sabretooth in the first X-Men.
and then because you had him in Christopher Nolan's one movie, which I loved him in there, and then they basically tried to use his look from that movie in Gotham, and it just really was like, are you trying to copy that Bane for Gotham without letting people know? Because you did a really bad job.
Mm.
He gets beat because they summoned a whole bunch of bats or something.
All right, we're getting some people coming on in. Hello, Lauren. Hello, how are you? I think it's that's 2 Laurens in the chat.
Oh, Lauren and Lauren. All right. Well, welcome.
Lauren plays Roblox. I've tried that game. Yeah, you could be subbed to somebody, but YouTube, I gotta check and make sure that YouTube hasn't unsubbed me from anybody. It does.
Yeah, there was. I forget who it was, but I thought I was sub to, and I got unsubbed. But I guess what it is, what Patrick, you were saying, like watch a few minutes or some of those videos and then comment on them, so it makes sure.
Yes, make sure they stick. If you don't, then if you don't do that, then a lot of times they will just fall off.
So.
Oh gosh, yes, the original one, the Taylor Maine one. I felt so sorry for him. I thought he made a great Sabretooth, but they totally that was terrible. That was terrible.
Okay, that was Tyler
Maine.
Yeah.
And,
he had the look down. He had the look and he had the
perfect.
size down.
He was perfect. Live Schreiber was really good too, though. I tell you what, Live Schreiber.
I think what is like the character. Yeah, Sabretooth is a big, muscular guy.
He is,
and so he had the Taylor size down, but
he's twice the size as Live Schreiber. That guy.
But Schreiber had the character down to his personality. There's a sicko, psychopath.
Yeah, but we never got to see what Tyler Maine could have done with it. I mean, I definitely think that Tyler Maine could have did that too, but he just never got a chance to do it. They went with a name. So that's the reason why, which I really thought was fun.
I think the closest we got to like Maine doing something like actual Sabretooth is when he told somebody to scream for him.
That was an X-Men.
Character is a psychopath. He's a homicidal psychopath.
Yeah, he says, "You owe me a scream." He did that to Storm in the first.
My favorite moment from Sabretooth in a cartoon or live action was they did the one Wolverine and the Hulk, and when the Hulk comes charging at him, you see him, his voice drops to like high pitch. He's all, "Oh no!" and then gets sent flying by the Hulk. That whole, "Oh no!"
Yeah, Sabretooth is pretty nasty, but he couldn't. Though with his healing factor, he could fight the Hulk, but he wouldn't win. But he would definitely he would. But he would have a hard time. He would have a hard time stopping the Hulk. I don't think he could. I like how what they did with the Hulk. They made him so like, okay, he says, well, like World Breaker Hulk. They showed him tearing Wolverine literally in 2. And then it's one other one that really got me was when Hulk said, I know I can't kill you, but here's something I can do for you. And he fucking pounded him in the head. He basically ruined his brain.
And one of the comics, and when Hulk got mad, he was attacking the world. He gets confronted by the Ghost Rider, who the Spirit decides, well, I agree with what Hulk's doing, so I'm not going to let the host use my full strength. Then later on, the Spirit gets pissed and realizes Hulk's doing bad. One punch from Ghost Rider not only turned Hulk back into Banner, but knocked his ass out. One punch.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Hulk ain't the strongest when Ghost Rider wants to say something.
Yeah, it depends who you got writing. See, I think what they did with Hulk is they overpowered him. Same thing with Thanos. They made him so powerful that they overpowered him. And it was really funny they overpowered those two, and then they underpowered Drax. Drax was a badass. Drax could go nose to nose with the Hulk in the comic book. He could fight the Hulk. He could fight Thor to a standstill.
I would love to see them bring in the Thing and
the Thing was he's one level down. I mean, the Thing is real. I mean, he could fight he's fought Hulk before, but he's just a little bit under. I mean, they're like if the Hulk's a 10, the Thing's like a 9.
Yeah, but that storyline, Planet Hulk. Part of the reason why they had to get him off the planet was because he had a fight with the Thing and it caused a whole bunch of destruction. They're like, yeah, we got to get him out of here. But I would like to see because Wolverine, he has got some great enemies. Lady Deathstrike. I don't know. Did we see her? Yeah, okay. But Cyber, Omega Red, Albert. There's a vampire in there. And of course, if he comes to the MCU, well, we need a Hulk and Wolverine fight.
Yeah.
They'll want that. I want to, honestly, and this is another thing that really got me, especially when they did it with Doctor Strange, or when they had the Scarlet Witch kill him so easily, with Black Bolt. Black Bolt would not be taken nearly so easily. Let me tell you that. Black Bolt, even with Black Bolt at his peak, when they showed him when he fought Thanos, and unfortunately his limiter was damaged, so he couldn't get his full power out. So it showed that Thanos beat Black Bolt, but Black Bolt is like definitely one of the top 10 strongest Marvel heroes. That's the reason why he lives on the moon. He can't trust it. He can't trust his voice.
Yeah, and Thanos, they're gonna have to follow him up, and who are they following up with? Hey, I want them to do the Beyonder.
Yes, they have to do the Beyonder. They have to do that.
They've been teasing us with the Celestials.
If they did the Beyonder, that would open up a lot of doors. A lot of good doors, and that includes for the Spider-Man, because then you wouldn't have to explain. Then you could actually have a proper explanation of where he got the black suit at, or where Venom came from. Because we don't have them. We've never gotten that. We've never gotten that. We get Venom. It's like, wow, how did that happen? Well, I'd like to tell you, but you have to read about it. There's no movie adaptation that tells you how that black suit came to be.
And in Ghost Rider, there was an Easter egg for Vengeance in Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider, when they did that first movie, his second look, that's the Catch Ghost Rider with the chain and the leather with the coat with the spikes. His bike, right. If you go and look up Vengeance, his bike from the comics, the Spirit of Vengeance that Ghost Rider had to fight, that's Vengeance's bike design with the skulls and all that look. So they were borrowing from other characters for that movie.
Tracy's mentioning about Galacticus.
Yeah.
Give us a proper Galacticus. Do not give us what they give us in Rise of the Silver Surfer. He's a fucking cloud that if you look close enough, you can see the outline of the helmet. Give us Galacticus. I watched that movie and I'm like, what? They
were just way too ambitious for that. That was way beyond what they were able to do. Same thing with Parallax.
They copied each other. It's a cloud. It's a fucking cloud. God damn it!
Way too ambitious to do, especially for Green Lantern. It's your fucking origin story. Are you gonna have him battling Parallax right out of the gate? That's just no way it's gonna happen.
No. Have him fight. Either have him fight Sinestro, or have him fight Atrocitus, the guy who killed his predecessor.
Let's see. Hey Sean, how are you?
Welcome,
Sean Blue
Sean.
Digi. Let's see. I should.
Professor was
I had a feeling I'd be seeing Sean Blue Digi today after the Yankees game. I had a feeling there'd be a little bit coming over and like ask me how the Yankees were doing. But Sean's my friend. He won't ask me that question because he's my friend. Sean won't. Sean
Wait
doesn't talk.
for it.
He
Wait
won't
for
talk shit
it.
about the Yankees when I'm here because he knows I'm hurting right now. He's my friend. Yes, Drew. See what I tell you. See, look at that. What a pal. What a pal. Hey, Frenchy, and hello there, Rob. See, that's right. That's right.
Who'd they play?
Minnesota. Yeah, we got wiped out. I can't remember. Actually, I haven't read the story yet. But the Yankees, they gave up 9 runs in the first inning. I can't remember the last time they gave up 9 runs in the first inning. I can't.
Okay,
Um,
Seattle's got a hockey team now with a kick-ass name, the Kraken.
uh, let's see. The rule
But
number
will
one:
it?
you don't
Will
talk
it?
about the evil empire. That's right. You
Yeah.
don't. That's
Well, the
right.
thing is, will the Kraken follow the Seattle Sporting curse? Every time one of our teams starts to do good, when we
They
get to the
move.
playoffs, they choke.
Let's
So
see.
will
The
the
Kraken.
Kraken? That's such a cool name, the Kraken.
Release the Kraken.
Rakalackin.
But it's like,
Uh,
hey, we had a what was it? The XFL had a team like the Dragons or something. What's cooler than Dragons? The Kraken. And now I got that voice in my head. Release the Kraken,
uh, uh,
and it won't
okay. I
get
just
out.
found out. I just found out why my friend Sean is not talking shit today. I just found out why. So that's all good. I mean, you don't want to sit there and say, "Yeah, you got your ass beat tonight," when you got your ass beat too by a worse team. Uh, Kraken. Yeah. I think Las Vegas did that too, didn't they?
Yeah, but
Didn't
again,
didn't Vegas
Seattle
didn't, make,
teams.
didn't Vegas make it in their first year?
Yeah, but again,
Hi,
Seattle teams.
Erica.
Wait a minute. I think they have won a World Series or Super Bowl, but in the long run, though, they'll do it once, but otherwise they're going to choke. We had a season back in the '90s where we were set like 101 victories, all these records that the team was setting, but in the end, they choked.
What? How come I don't have my avatar sitting up there? Oh, you can see the cheetah there. The cheetah's looking staring straight at you, Echo.
Yeah.
That's sort of scary, isn't it?
Yeah,
That is
this is Evelyn from Resident Evil Village, the game I've been addicted to.
Oh, are you
Okay,
playing that now?
here's the thing. Okay, they had a character in Welcome to Raccoon City that I really wish they would expand on, who can have their own movie. That's that girl who's like all like deformed and shit. And she's got her on the shackles. She's the one that she beats that liquor like by snapping his neck like it's nothing. I'm like, I want to see if it was just her. That look, all like shriveled up and deformed, hiding her face, and what you can see is all like messed up, and she's like could just kill with like no kill something, even if something super deadly, she can kill like it's nothing. Like, damn, that character should have their own horror movie. Oh, somebody just steal that whole idea and put them in a movie. I mean, I think they've done characters like Evelyn, the little girl, or kid with superpowers who's all psychotic. I know
Okay, awesome, Drew. Sean just mentioned about the it says it's very rare to make the playoffs in your first season as a franchise sports team. And that's true. I was thinking about the Tampa Bay football team, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think they lost their first. I think they lost their first 26 games before they won one. I think they went 0-14, and then they were 0-12 the next year, and then they won two. They ended up going like 2-12.
There was a hockey arena in Seattle. I think it was called the Mercer Arena. What time they got a hockey team? Now they have a reason to have that arena with a big ass ice ring. It's like we don't got a basketball team. We own the rights to the name and the logo and all that shit. We just don't have one.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, yeah. How come? Aren't you guys supposed to? Well, you got the Mariners, you got the Kraken. But you still need to get. Aren't you supposed to? I thought they were supposed to put the Supersonics back in place.
That's been talked about off and on. Seattle is such a screwy city.
I mean, Seattle. You mean?
Yeah, the whole city itself is screwy Louie.
And my sister was talking about California, San Francisco. Man, I'm telling you, California. I hate to say it, man, but man, California. When you start thinking about fucked up states, man, it's California, Texas, and Florida. Man, they're just the worst.
Yeah, aren't they?
California's really, really bad. It's it's shit. But it's amazing how much greed just ruins that state. It's greed. Nobody there cares one iota about anybody else in California. It's all
See,
about just for themselves.
you can cut Washington State into three parts: Western, Central, and Eastern. And Central and Eastern, we kind of don't like Western because they work on the streets and all this shit, and they raise the tax for the rest of the state, who we're not as well off as them. They want to make life harder for us so they can have the street, or some politician get his wife a new boob job, or get a new sauna or hot tub or something. They lowered the license tags, and they got upset, and the whole state, most of the state, voted yes for it, so they got upset and they blocked it. Because
Yeah,
they're like,
I
oh,
hate
what's the for? They're like, oh, we won't be able to work on our streets. Where? In Western Washington. Yeah, that's not going to bother us in Central and Eastern Washington. So we got screwed over.
There's somebody came up there and did a short, and they said, tell me which league is this from, the NFL or the NFL or the NBA. They started listening to all these different people with all these different crimes, like domestic abuse, fraud, bankruptcy, and everything else. And it says, which of these two leagues did this happen to the most? What players were affected? And everybody's saying NBA, NFL, NBA, and the guy says, try the 435 members of Congress. Like, damn. Yeah, hold on, Sean. Did you do your first one already?
You did? No, I did not know that. No, there was a place in Seattle. A couple places in Seattle, in West Washington. I do want to go. Funko has one of its main headquarters there, and Scarecrow Video, which is just like a warehouse of VHS, DVDs, Blu-ray, and Laserdisc. I'd be in heaven. You turn on the news, and they'd be like CNN. Somebody's holding people hostage in a video store in Seattle because they don't want to leave. And you'd see them dragging me out, crying, I don't want to go. Don't make me go.
Oh, hold on.
Multiple levels, 2 or more of just movies and different types of media.
Hey, hold on. You guys keep going. I got to go to Sean's page for a minute. Let me go to Sean Blue Digi.
Once I was like started seeing all this stuff about scarecrows, I go, now I know why my friends in high school never took me there. They knew I'd cause too much of a scene when they'd have to go time to leave.
No,
I'd be crying, no.
they'd have to drag you out.
You see me, I'd be clawing at the rug and shit. No.
On the floors where they drag you out by your nose. No.
The door comes off the hinges. No. Like, that would be nice. I haven't been in a big video store since it was a company called Warehouse or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That used to do it. That was like the last one big multi-level type video store that I was in.
All right, so Sean's got a new contest up. I actually entered this contest. I was like, okay,
But here's the question: did Hobbs enter?
He already won. He already got the prizes. It's just a formality.
Actually, he did win, but he sent me all the goodies already. No, just kidding, Sean. Just kidding. All right, I'm not talking no more shit. I'm terrible at that. There's Sean's latest contest entry. I entered. I don't know about you guys. I entered.
I didn't enter yet, but I saw that he had the House of a Thousand Corpse for the last video or something. I'm gonna enter that one, that 20th or whatever the anniversary of it is. It looked pretty cool.
It's been that long. Damn.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you. I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you didn't let that. That incident with the Cracky the Clown stop you from doing your giveaway, Sean. I'm glad you didn't give him that satisfaction.
Yeah. They know Pat Walmart has a. I've been going to. They haven't been selling copies of that A20. What's that? Not A24. That movie Vespa. The obviously Midnight. No one wants to go and buy copies of it from the Walmarts here.
Which one?
That one that's from I've seen Midnight, whatever, that Vespa, whatever it is.
Yeah. Yes.
It's like it's not selling here. No one wants to pick it up from Walmart. It's just sitting there. It's collecting dust.
How much do they want for it?
It's only $10, I think. I've seen like about 5 copies in my department.
Yeah, but it's like no one wants to buy it. So it's just sitting there collecting dust.
What, I didn't even see what it was about.
All right, okay, laughing boy, just keep it up. I'm gonna, you know what? When Werewolf Fighting 2 comes out,
hey, look, the ITN, that RLGE, whatever, the selling uncorked.
Yeah, that's because they sell for $1.25 at the. Listen to you guys. You guys get it. All right, here we go.
All I said was I've seen it in my stores. Yeah, but
yeah. I don't know what our library has been lacking about that. I go over there to the new release and I never see anything because I was hoping they would be releasing Hatching, because I want to see Hatching. I still had never got a copy of it. And then I was hoping to get a copy of Consecration. I haven't seen that yet. They haven't dropped any ISC movies at the library in months. Let's see. Yeah, Vesper. I very like to get Vesper, but maybe it'll be at the Hamilton bookstore. Maybe I can get it there for $5. Hopefully.
I didn't even know that was an IFC. I didn't even notice that. I just remember putting it out when it came out.
Echo. Yeah, go ahead, Echo.
I thought it like I check to see when I look at movies. I check and go if it's an ITN. So I'm looking at who does this, and I happened to look. It was like because I never see IFC movies at the WalMarts here, and it was like, whoa, oh hey, about time. I was wondering when an IFC was going to show up.
Yeah, about time your place got quality movies is what you should be saying.
Well, yeah, they got uncorked. Any place that has uncorked, I don't like uncorked.
I'm not. I shouldn't laugh because I'm actually watching an uncorked movie right now. It's called Getaway, and it stars Scout Taylor Compton. And so far, man, I'm digging it, man. It's a cool movie. Mr. Bones reviewed it. Mr. Bones reviewed it for his Dollar Tree Theater, and when I said I was watching it, he said that's a good movie. When he saw that I picked it up from the library, he says that's a good movie.
I don't know what it is about Uncorked. I must have seen some bad movies from them because now I just don't like them.
No, I'm not really a big Uncorked, nor am I a big it's Uncorked, and there's another one out there too, the English one, and I'm not a big fan of that either. I did pick up an ITM movie. I did pick up Scarecrow County, which I've been looking for. I know that I know it came out on the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember. Okay, either you sent me a copy of Scarecrow, or I found one at Dollar Tree. I can't remember where I got my copy.
You found one. I sent you. I didn't send you that. I didn't send you the. So if I did, I would have. If I would have found 2 copies, I would definitely sent it to you because I'm all about that.
I still think ITN's best movies, the ones that are really fun to watch, are the ones like from like South Korea, China. Those are some of the funnest ones to watch. Although The Dead Don't Die in Dallas cracked me up a little bit because of the scene. It was about these drag queens and transvestites. There's a scene when one of them, like from zombies, its genitalia rots off. And you see it plop down on the ground, and you see the drag queen transvestite step on it and smash it. I was like,
hello.
Okay.
It's like, the professor is here. So
Well,
now it's the Midnight Society in the House of Horrors
at midnight.
at the midnight hour.
Oh my goodness.
That's right, Professor. That's what we'll be watching next Sunday. As you see, the Professor has kung fu here. We will be watching a Wolf Warrior
Yep.
next week, next Sunday here on the Midnight Society. And then actually we're going to be covering Fahrenheit 451 after that. And then we're
Oh,
going to do
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I have that movie. I actually last week I came across the book, but it was either buy that Ilsa collection or buy the book, and I was like, well, I guess I'll buy the Ilsa movies.
I'm so. Did you get the original Fahrenheit 451 or the remake with Michael Jordan?
No, it's the original one.
Yeah.
It comes in the old snapper case.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I saw your haul for your flea market, Professor. You were on point, man. You blew up everybody. All the haul video, all the haul videos I saw, man. Yours was the best.
Yeah, and I might be able to go tomorrow and hopefully find whatever movies I left behind last week.
You got the Friday the 13th series, didn't you?
Yeah, season 2 and the final season.
Okay.
Damn, I was like, damn, I'd like to get that. I remember that came out. I think it ran for 3 years. I think it ran out for 3 or 4 years. I remember that they were going around, the brother and sister. They were going around collecting all the possessed.
They were cousins, actually.
Items. Yeah,
Is that where? Yeah, that was a fun
The
show.
uncle had died. The uncle had died, and they like inherited like the antique store. They started selling all the shit off, and then some guy came up and was like, "Oh no,
you
what have you
sold
idiots
mine."
done?" You know,
So
and
now
all
you
due
gotta
respect,
collect them all. Yeah.
and all due respect to that series, and I love Friday the 13th. I thought the Nightmare on Elm Street one was better because of course it had Freddy.
Yeah.
And then you have like
Right.
a couple episodes dedicated to him, including like his backstory. I want to say.
Oh yeah, the first Nightmare. It was like an episode about him. The first episode or two. Yeah.
But
I know that Friday series had some pretty gnarly episodes. One that always comes to mind is the guy that had the preacher that had the gloves that would heal people, and then he would pass on the illness to someone else, and they would turn into these cancerous blob of human being body, and that was like, whoa.
Yeah, but it was like they were taking in. Well, this just slapped the Friday the 13th name on to cash on, because it really, other than the name, it had nothing to do with Friday the 13th.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
It was still a good show, regardless. But yeah,
it is.
I think one of the ideas was that but the show didn't get a chance to do it. I think they were going to do an episode with something related to Jason, but they never got around to it.
They should have had the cursed hockey mask episode. That would have been.
But that was in one of the books. I want to say they did do that with the mask, where someone came across Jason's mask and he started killing him because it was like cursed or whatever, had his spirit or whatever.
Oh man! So, do you guys want to hear a wild story?
Yeah.
Okay. I wish he was here for this. Eric, hey, internet, Eric. He knows about this. All right. So there's this. I just fell across into this shit because this loser was attacking one of my friends, and I don't know how it happened. It was just, we're just talking about a guy who's publishing a book, and he lived in the next town next to me, and we're all talking on Facebook and Facebook and all that. And all of a sudden, this guy starts attacking everybody for no reason, and including a good friend of mine. And so I got really bent out of shape about it. And so he got into a flame war, and so this guy, he turns out that his name, he wrote these 4 kids books for hold on, Katie, I'm dropping you the link. That's right. This is turning into the Midnight Hour. Holy cow! I'm digging this. This is pretty awesome.
Just waiting for Bones to show up, right?
I know. I'm waiting for Hobbs to come over here and kill me with donuts. He's gonna sit there and say, "I tell you," but you know what? I just felt bad. I felt like, you know what? I remember when they lost their streak. You know, when they missed a streak, and I felt really bad for him. And then Bones, at the last minute, he stood up there and took it on and did it for him and kept the streak going. And I just said, you know what? I could do that. I had a short show tonight. And my show was only like 40 minutes. So I felt like talking. So I said, you know what? Plus, I wanted to talk a little bit about Steven and House of Horrors going a new direction. I wanted to do that and talk about that. So yeah. So this guy, he gets his Playmore. His name is William Pattinson, right? And he wrote 4 books for the Friday the 13th franchise. They couldn't use Jason. There was only it was about people fighting the mask. It was supposed to be a young adult series.
I think that's the one I talked about.
Oh my god! I read one of those books. I think I made it halfway through. That was some god awful shit. That was some shit. So this guy, this is what he does. You think about the ultimate red shirt at a convention, right? You know, remember Galaxy Quest when Sam Rockwell's character was just a red shirt? He was just a red shirt. This is exactly what this guy is. He was a red shirt. He wrote 4 books, not very well, and he wants to be a part of the Friday the 13th the universe, and no one cares. No one cares about the books. No, they don't even everything you see about Friday the 13th. It wasn't until like Peter Brack wrote for the second edition of the Friday the Camp Crystal Lake memoirs or whatever it was, that he gave the guy a little blurb about his book series. But this guy here, if you read him or listen to him, guy's he's just a car crash, and that's his claim to fame. And he wants to be recognized so badly. He wants to be a star so badly, and he got himself in some serious trouble. He got himself he had a show. He had a podcast show, and he had the Soska twins on before they popped. And so after they did pop, he thought they were friends. That whenever he called them to come onto a show, they would do it. You know, he didn't understand how that worked. It's like, okay, so you got to interview them before anybody else did. Doesn't mean you get the carte blanche over them. It just means you're fortunate. You're fortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine, all right, Stephen. Imagine you and me, Stephen. We each interview somebody that goes on later on to become famous. Do you really think I'm going to be able to call up and sit there and say, "Oh yeah, remember me"? That doesn't work that way.
Right.
So this guy. Oh my God, this guy's a car crash.
Wasn't one of the Jasons? There's this one guy that only appeared in one scene for one of the Jason movies, and he was like, "I'm the main actor from the Friday the 13th."
Oh,
but it was only like in one scene.
I know in part 2, Wayne Gillette or whatever his name is, we did a few scenes, but it was Steve Dash did most of them. And the thing is, there's like 3. Well, not counting the flashback, I think there's 3 different people that played Jason in it.
Yeah, Warren Gillette. Warren, yeah.
And the scene, the person who plays Jason when they step in the mud, that was like somebody else, I think.
Right. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, he took credit for it, and then someone, I guess, didn't they tell like Steve Dash or whatever, like what was going on? Like, you started appearing. And it's not the first time you had, like, remember part 6, there was 2 different Jasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's sometimes that happens. I don't think Warren Gillette. I think there was something physical that happened to him. I think he just couldn't do it physically, so they had to get somebody else. But I was thinking about. I thought you were talking about Tony Moran from Halloween. That guy he did the same thing. He was I think it was Michael without the mask for like
that's it. Yeah.
And then he walked around and made a fucking career out of it.
Can you remember when they did the 5th one, the advertisement? They were like, Michael's mask would be removed.
Right.
And then you see the scene, you don't see nothing. It's like a whole time, like, oh, I'm finally gonna see what Michael looks like, and then you see it, and it's like, you're kidding me. That's it. That's what all you're making a big hype of. At least that's how they were advertising it in Virginia, or watching it wherever I was when I saw it. It's like,
yeah, I was never a fan of Michael showing his face. I mean, Jason would do it all the time, but because he had this gnarly looking face, but I would always prefer Michael, kept in the shadows. I never wanted to see his face. I kind of added to the mystery of Michael.
Yeah. But we did eventually see his face, Tyler's face, and he spoke. The hell was with that?
That never happened. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll just have Zombie remind you nonstop. She'll be whispering in your ear at nighttime.
It's not true. It's not true. You're tearing me apart, Echo. You're tearing me apart.
Oh, have you watched his Twitch channel?
Who's this?
Tommy Wiseau has a Twitch channel. He shows like he walks around the theater answering questions, and he shows different shorts he did. Because he's a Twitch streamer.
I didn't know that. One video I saw of his that I thought was pretty cool is when he did the Joker one. I thought it was like,
oh yeah, but no, I randomly came across his Twitch channel, and it's just like, dude, what the hell is this? And he just walks around this theater. I guess it was some event he had done, a Q&A, probably a screen of the rooms, and then he shows during it different shorts and stuff that he worked on, and that's pretty much what it looks like he does. Including one, he played like a drug dealer, and he's got like the blonde hair, and his girl's like, I want a shotgun. He's all trying to act all young and shit, like all hip. Oh, you got me, baby. You don't need a gun. It's like, I want a shotgun. Guy walks in with a rifle, and he's like, oh, it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful shotgun. Like, that's a rifle. It's not a shotgun. If you can look him up, it is just to see like some of his other stuff that he's done, just little shorts, and it's like, oh, good Lord. Who needs a streaming channel is the Birdemic guy.
Oh, who's worse, Tommy or the Birdemic guy?
Birdemic guy.
Tommy.
I'm waiting for JT to interview that guy. I wonder how come JT hasn't done that yet.
I think Tommy's like more entertaining. I mean, you can get a lot of laughs from Tommy. But
he probably is also a little bit smarter. His movies look much better.
Tommy probably would want money. They probably would both want money.
I remember, Vice did a documentary on the Birdemic guy, and I always remember they showed it. He got a chance to talk to a big studio, and then what does he do? He goes buying all these people all these drinks, telling them, "Oh, I'm talking to a big studio, and one of the guys from the documentary is like, dude, don't do that. They're not going to like that. They're going to get mad at you. The next day, they stopped talking to you.
Yeah.
Exactly like he said they would do.
Yep. They don't like you. Yep.
And the fact that he has a cameos. And that's one, Birdemic 3, right before the bar attacks, he gets up and walks out of the bar.
So who's worse? Is the Room worse or the Birdemic movies worse?
Birdemic.
Pick between my two children.
I'm gonna go with Birdemic because the Room had better production, looked better. It's in terms of editing, lighting, and music. It was all around better.
I saw the Birdemic special effects. They didn't look any worse than what you see on an Asylum movie.
True.
And, the fact that his editing, his lighting, the music, like you can just if someone's talking, just lower the volume of the music, and they cut it completely off.
Yeah, I would have to say that The Room is more mesmerizingly entertaining. There's just a lot of this weirdness. Like they were legitimately trying to do something good, but it was beyond what they could do. And Birdemic is just it's a beast of a different color. But I would personally watch The Room 3 times in a row than watch Birdemic once. I still enjoy Birdemic, but
Yeah, but we don't get no great moments from Birdemic that have become mines. Whereas with the room, I did not hear her. I did not hear her. Oh, hi, Mark.
Hey.
Hey, Katie.
Hello.
I'm so fed up with this world. I'm fed up with everything.
Now I'm being attacked by the cheetah now. We've all been moved around on the screen.
It's going to eat you.
What's going on?
We're picking between Birdemic and the room.
I'm going to go with the room because, I mean, there's also room is kind of also a bit more iconic because it's talked about more than Birdemic.
I've never seen either one, I don't think.
I only saw the room because I kept hearing all this talk about it, and I found some place that had it for free to download.
Is that the one with Brie Larson in it?
No, it's Tommy Wiseau.
Oh, okay. I've only seen the one with Brie Larson in it, where she gets like kidnapped or something.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a scene where they all dress up in tuxedos to, what is it, throw around a football? Is it?
Oh my gosh! I actually went in there and said that. Now I just told VA says the cheetah and I just hijacked the midnight hour. You know I'm going to pay for this, right? You know I'm going to end up paying for all this.
But yeah, they're gonna hijack 8 questions.
I'm sure Hobbs is lurking in the comments.
I'm sure he's watching and making plans.
Yeah, he's probably doing what you do.
Hey Patrick, you know how we did our stream the other night? It's there again. I can share the stream out.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. How come I don't get that? Oh, but you know what though? I'll tell you one thing. They did send me something to YouTube sent me something. You know what they sent me?
What?
They said that I could put a copyright claim. They
on
said
what?
On the show. They said these people here have copied all your show, and you can ask them not to do that. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. First of all, StreamYard, which you own YouTube, you said that we could do this. And now you come back to me and sit there and say, oh, by the way, the person who you shared your stream with, it's on their channel and it's now a copyright.
So I have a copyright. I have a copyright. You do.
No, I didn't touch it. I'm just like, I saw that. I'm like, what are they talking about? Like, I thought someone had cut and copied some of my interviews. So I went over there to see if that was the case, and it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
It was because I give permission to people. I mean, if they want to take the interview, they're more than happy to. Hey, Star Lord, they're more than happy to. It was just weird because it's like there's our show, and it's a copyright. You know, if you want to issue a copyright claim, I'm like, well, wait a minute, why am I going to do that when you said I could? When you said that it was just stupid. I'm like, I just backed out of it. I'm not paying it any attention.
Gotcha.
Is that what it says? Stream this to your audience. Like on the side of my screen, it says stream this to your audience. Like I could put this.
Yeah.
On.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what Patrick and I did the other day.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck?
I was wondering about that. I've seen a few people do that. I was wondering what that was.
YouTube being YouTube.
I guess I'll go ahead and try it. Do you care, Patrick? If I
No, go right ahead.
Like I found out that if
by all means, go ahead. The more people, the merrier.
Okay, I was wondering how I can stream my Xbox games on YouTube because Microsoft apparently doesn't like YouTube. It's like, oh, you can use StreamYard, and I'm trying to follow the steps, but apparently since Microsoft must have changed it.
That's what I did was I shared it out on Sunday night when Patrick and I did it. Oh, Mark's right here too. Say hi, Mark.
Hi.
Hey.
I can stream it to. It'll let me do it to my Facebook and YouTube. I guess I'll title it.
It'll let you do it to all of it.
That's more. Yeah, that's the more the merrier. Spread the midnight hour love. That's what I say.
I'll say the midnight with the. I'll spell it with a K.
With a K. So I can't. I don't want anybody sitting there going like, "Hey, you stole it."
Yeah. I'll call it midnight. What was it? The midnight hour house, or what were we calling it?
I don't know what Patrick was calling it the other day. Patrick, what were you calling it the other day?
The House of Midnight.
The House of Midnight.
I'll just do that. The House of Midnight. And
House of Midnight. Yeah. Well, no, I was just, because my show got it ended early tonight, Katie. My guest could only stay for 30 minutes, and
Oh,
so
okay.
I did a 30-minute show, and then well, earlier I told Hobbs, I said I asked him who is gonna run the show, and he says we're gonna take the night off because he said everybody was banged up and sore and stuff, and I said, well, I'm gonna hijack it. I'm gonna hijack the show. And he
Gotcha.
goes, no, you can't hijack the show. I said, I'm hijacking it. I'm hijacking it, and I'll run it, and we'll have fun. No, you can't hijack the show. Don't hijack the show.
Ivy.
So I said, well, I want to get the professor up to 200. That was really my main purpose.
Hi, Star-Lord.
My main thing was to get the
Hi,
professor
Rob.
to 200, and he got there thanks to a good friend. And so I said, well, then I said, well, I'll just come up here and do it still, but we'll spell it slightly, and we'll have fun, and we'll, 'cause I want to talk about Steven's show. He's looking for a new co-host, new direction. We talked about you guys' show last Saturday. We talked about that. We'll talk about it next Saturday too, right, Steven?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are going to be back at it again. Katie's joining us again on Sunday, I think, if she's able to, for Wolf Warrior.
If I can find the movie, sure.
It's on Tubi.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. If I have time to watch
I
it.
also
I
found it on
think
YouTube. It's also on YouTube.
Is it on YouTube? That movie's so badass.
Hey, quick question.
Oh God, learn about that's
Steven
right.
has a question.
Nostalgia Critic does do a review of The Room.
What's your question, Steven?
Well, something just popped up when I did that streaming. I don't know if it did for you. It says something in 5 days. StreamYard will lose access to your Facebook account. The House of Horrors podcast. Don't worry, we've got you covered.
Oh, that means that you have to add your Facebook and YouTube back to it.
Oh, again.
Yeah.
Oh, I see something that says click here to reconnect your destination.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know if that'll affect me while I'm on the show here. Let me see. That's weird. I thought it would just stay. Okay.
No.
Oh, okay. Now it says beautiful. Your destination was reconnected.
It does that. It does that every 2 or 3 months or something. You have to redo it.
Right.
Well, that was a first for me, but it said beautiful. You're covered. So beautiful.
Yeah, because it already has your links in there. So because it already technically has your links, it reconnects it.
Okay. That's good. That just, I was like, for a second, that confused me. That never.
You never seen that before in all the years you've been using StreamYard?
Well, I've just been using it for about a year, but I haven't done any to Facebook. I just started doing the Facebook dueling probably about a month or so.
Gotcha.
Well, Facebook though, you got to be really careful about that. It will come in there and it'll mess up your calendar and everything else.
Yeah.
Facebook,
you can't be saying the F word on there because they will cut your stream. So just be careful.
Well, as long as I'm still on YouTube, though,
I make sure my streams are into a private group. I don't put it in public, so people can't see my stream.
And don't.
No, I'm just letting you know
don't
because
use the phrase "white trash" on Facebook. They don't like it.
On Facebook, I got somebody said the F word or something, and I got in trouble on Facebook for it, and I was in Facebook jail because my stream somebody said the F word on my panel.
Wow.
And I know somebody. Well, heck, I guess if I invite Rob Mello back, not stream on Facebook.
So ever since then, I just don't stream on Facebook.
I'm so shocked that
Right. I might go ahead.
I remember getting in trouble with Facebook. I got in trouble with Facebook for saying white trash one time.
Yeah, you have to.
So that's offensive to some groups.
And then I got in trouble for Facebook. One time I got in trouble on Facebook, and I was in Facebook jail for 7 days because I was commenting too much on somebody's on a Disney group post or something like that, and they were like, "Oh, you can only post like every hour or something." Yeah.
Well, you can't say white trash because the Republican snowflakes get their feelings all put out of things.
Because every person I've met who's generally been white trash, they're proud of it.
Yeah.
You call them and they'll smile like, "Thank you." I've never met anybody who's
not
been
now
offended
though.
by it.
Well, not now. Now they're snowflakes. If you make a point about them being white trash, they get their feelings hurt and they complain. I've had that before. I've also had a Facebook come over there and take down pictures of historical pictures of historical events. I posted on my page. They come over and say, "You have to take that down because it's upsetting." It's like it's a real picture. It's a picture from history. But go ahead and show me some half dressed, some girl half dressed naked on my feed. Go ahead and feed me that. But I can't post a picture of history. That's Facebook for you though.
Yeah.
Katie, good news. I gave you a shout out on my channel. Wow.
You did what?
Drew gave you a shout out on his channel.
Hey Drew, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Wow, that's hot. That's hot. I love it. You know what though? There's one thing I meant to do in this stream that I had not brought up yet. I did promise it because I want to talk about it too. I wanted to talk about the House of Horrors, which we will, but I also want to talk about the Spooktacular. I would be remiss if I did not mention the Spooktacular. It is coming. It's only going to be five. It's going to be 5 months away, May 1st.
Yeah.
That's just like tomorrow.
Hey, Care Bear.
Hey, Carrie.
Next month is Zombie Awareness Month.
Carrie's picking on me in our private chat. She's picking on me.
Hi, Joe.
Maybe because somebody's been picking. Maybe because she's doing it because someone's been picking on her nonstop, so she has to pick on you.
No, I haven't. I'm totally Team Carrie.
No, I'm the one who's been picking on her, so maybe she's taking it out on you.
Oh, is she picking on you too?
No, I've been picking on her.
Care Bear,
so maybe she's taking it out on you.
Uh-huh.
Now, only if she would watch Army of Darkness, then it would all be better.
I know. I asked her, I said, if she only watched the Human Centipede, we'd be all good.
Oh, yeah.
Well, maybe if she watched The Amazing Boat, that'd be another one.
No, not The Amazing Boat.
I was going to say, maybe Carrie can watch. Carrie can watch the Human Centipede too with us. Watch along party.
She can watch blood. She can watch Blood Claws.
She doesn't know what she's talking about. Oh, and Joe, the Dreaming Insomniacs. That's my friend Joe. That's our friend Joe.
How are you? Let's all go over to Joe's channel. Let's all go to Joe's channel and give him a follow.
Yeah, go follow him. He puts out great music. He's a singer.
I'm all about that. All right. There you go. And I got to go ahead and grab 2 videos.
Oh yeah. Mark's talking about the time that I was on Craven's stream. Yeah, we were watching a movie watch along. Mark's sleeping right next to me, and Craven's friend Michael goes, "Is somebody snoring?" and Mark woke up and he started laughing.
Katie was sitting there like trying to play it off. And you were sitting there just trying to play it off like it wasn't you.
Yeah.
All right. I got two of his videos bookmarked. I'll be going to checking them out later.
You're welcome, Joe. We love you, Joe.
Yeah, we got okay. Let's see. Carrie says she's seen Human Centipede too, and no, I don't think she can handle Blood Claws though, or Werewolf Island.
Werewolf Island has no werewolves. It's a dumb movie.
I'm never gonna. Yeah, again, all it is that they took the Legend of Dog-Faced Lady and let's make it give it a werewolf name and put it on this wolf pack.
What?
For
but that cover's so badass.
I harped on it,
and
because I harped on it, now I'm never hearing the end of it about that movie.
What?
Never.
No.
I don't like it.
Echo, explain what Blood Claws is to Mark because he doesn't know what it is.
It's like Saint Nick.
Yes.
No.
Echo. Explain Blood Claws to us.
Okay, there's a director I call Dougie Ferguson. because I got his name wrong.
No.
He made a movie about a panther that goes around killing people. It's really crappy. And if somebody has a history of seizures, they shouldn't watch the movie because it can give them seizures.
Yeah, he can't watch it then.
Oh,
Really?
He's epileptic.
Because
some of the shots.
Because some of the shots are like POV, and you get like red light, and the kind of way the camera moves and like flashes.
Yeah.
It can give a person a seizure.
Thank you for the heads up. It's very considerate of you, actually. Yeah,
I didn't realize it about that could do to somebody until I think it was Jen with the watch.
Yeah,
and then I guess she had some problems. And I didn't realize that, and it's like, oh shit, I'm so sorry. And I should know because my dad.
They can hear you.
My
you guys
dad
can hear
had
Mark,
epilepsy.
Right? Yeah.
My dad
He's
was
right
diagnosed with epilepsy. Yeah, my dad was diagnosed with epilepsy at one point, so I kind of had to look for certain things. And since he passed away, I guess I slipped, and I'm no longer looking for those signs. I need to keep my eyes.
Tell them how you're doing. They know you got into a car accident. Tell them how you're doing.
Anyway, yeah, I can watch another Christmas movie. It's fine.
It's not a Christmas movie.
Blood Claws?
Yeah, it's not a Christmas movie.
Well, anyway, it's very considerate of you. Thank you.
A good Christmas movie is Santa Claus.
Yeah, Blood Claws, Santa Claus.
With Bill Goldberg.
Oh, you mean Santa
Sleigh
Sleigh?
Bells.
Santa Sleigh.
I can recommend a movie called Sleigh Bells.
Hi, Jamie.
I mean, come on. I only saw that movie with Goldberg because Goldberg was in it.
Yeah.
Santa Jaws. Watch Santa Jaws.
Steve Goldberg.
Steve Goldberg.
Santa Jaws is life.
I haven't seen it.
That's so good. It's so good.
No more shark movies. No more shark movies. I've seen too many damn shark movies.
Yeah, but Santa Jaws is a worthy shark movie. That movie was actually a lot of fun.
I've sworn off all shark movies. I've seen too many of them. Even though I still have some I need to review.
I liked Shark Exorcist.
Yeah, we got Donald Farmer coming up to talk to us about that. The director of Shark Exorcist is coming over and talking to us.
Have you seen Noah's Shark?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be getting a copy of Sharkula, but that's probably not going to happen until like 2 years from now.
Who was it? Someone that was talking about Trailer Park Shark.
I mentioned that.
That's the one that has okay. Tara Reid, even though she's on it, she's in it for.
She's only in it for like literally 2 minutes, if that. It's so.
Yeah,
but she gets top billing over Lulu Jogovich, Mila's niece.
Interesting.
The main female lead is played by Mila's niece, who also does stand-up comedy. I guess I haven't seen clips and see how she is.
And then we have Mr. Beldings, the guy who owns the place.
Oh my God,
okay,
he made such a good.
Hold on for 1 second. Okay, so this happens once in a while in a movie like that. Quite honestly, were you guys really surprised at how actually good he was in that movie?
Oh, he was such a good villain.
He was like in a different movie. He was like, okay,
yeah.
you're in a really crappy movie. And yet, there's the guy, Dennis, Mr. Belding. He's acting like he's in a good movie. His performance was really good. Yeah,
he's the highlight of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I thought so too. I was like, wow, you're really trying here. I mean, you're
I want to see him do a villain role in a more serious movie because I think he'd be great at it.
Yeah.
But the line from Tombstone or whatever that's in there when the one guy, I'm coming or whatever the hell, and I'm coming and hell's coming with me or something right before the shark. Like I know that line. And okay, here's the thing: when you get electrocuted, it does not make you torque.
What?
There's a scene this woman gets electrocuted and she starts twerking.
That's a little weird.
As somebody who has been electrocuted a few times, I never started twerking, never started shaking my ass. But she's literally like twerking and shaking her ass.
Weird.
And you
now, is there anyone that can confirm that, Echo?
The main guy?
Maybe you did and you didn't know this.
Okay,
Yeah, you were so into it, you didn't realize it.
But here's the thing. That main actor, if you notice, if I remember right, he's not really listed on some of the cast, like an IMDb or whatever. Almost like he's ashamed of it.
Well, yeah. Well, it used to be where directors would do a movie, and if they didn't want their name on it, they wanted to be associated with the movie, they would call themselves Alan Smithy. So if you ever see a movie with Alan Smithy on the end of it, it's because the director didn't want to be attached to the movie.
But it's redneck ingenuity.
Has any one of you guys seen Cruel Jaws? I saw that on Tubi.
Yes.
That's a thing.
Yes. It's got another name, doesn't it? Isn't it like Jaws 5 or something?
Jaws 5.
Yeah. Jaws 5. I think it should have been called Jaws 5. Better than Jaws 4.
Didn't he use
the revenge? Was that was a bad.
There
one.
was something about that director. Either one. I think I bitched about that director before. Oh yeah, Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Oh, Vincent Don.
His last movie is a zombie movie that's aliens. Okay, instead of being in outer space, it's on an island. You got a set of a spaceship, you got a sub. It's got a van that's like bigger on the inside than the outside. You got chest bursters, which are dwarfs. And remember the theme, the military music from Aliens? Whenever you'd see them hear that military music, they use Goldberg's theme. So the whole time I'm waiting for them to cut the scene to Goldberg in the back coming out to fight the zombies.
But Bruno Mattei gave us Strike Commando, and Strike Commando's awesome.
The original Terminator 2.
Another classic.
He did and before we actually got a Terminator 2 movie, he did a Terminator movie. Well, it was billed as Terminator 2. But I've kind of harped on him because of Zombie 3.
That Predator knockoff, Robo War.
Robo War? What the heck is that?
And it's kind of like Predator, but instead of an alien, it's a robot. But it also stars Derek Brown, who was also in Strike Commando.
Hi, Aunt. Welcome.
Yeah, he did Cruel Jaws under the name of William Snyder.
I've seen Cruel Jaws. I did a review on it. It's on my channel.
You did?
Yeah.
And you survived that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Respect, Katie.
What?
Respect.
He also did Hell of the Living Dead. That. He did Hell of the Living Dead. Kind of a good graphic, violently movie. Rats, Nights of Terror.
Let me see if I can find it, and I'll drop it in the chat.
Yeah, he did World Wars. And
Rats is really good. I like Rats.
But but
I'm still waiting for that one to win the poll so you can review it.
Here's the thing. In the last poll, it got 0 votes. Which means it's not when I
I'm gonna have to review it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Since it got no, the only reason why I got put on the last poll is because it was a runner up. Since I got no votes this time, it's when I do a next poll, it's a 90 to 95% chance it won't be on there.
Well,
I got my next 5. I got my next 5 for my Dollar Tree. I'll tell you what they are, and you guys can tell me all right away which one you think. I stacked this up too. I stacked it to make this hard. So the first movie, it's the runner-up, and that was Never Cry Werewolf. That actually was the runner-up to the Crazies. So that's the Kevin Sorbo werewolf movie. Next up is I put in The Shining.
Which one?
The one with Jack Nicholson. I put that up. Okay. But I have 2 other movies to challenge it. I have The Descent, original unrated cut. I have Bubba Hotep with Bruce Campbell.
That's a good one.
And I have Acts of Vengeance with Antonio Banderas and Carl Urban. So those are my Dollar Tree theaters.
I'm voting for Bubba Hotep.
Well, see, I love that. I love that idea. I thought, you know what? I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put The Shining up there, but I'm gonna put it with a stiff competition. Because I don't think it's gonna walk away with the win. I think that I think either Bubba Hotep or even hell, even Cry Werewolf might give it a run. So, oh, look at already. See the descent. See.
Bubba Hotep.
Yeah.
See, Jamie says she has a very swimmy head. I'm sorry you have a swimmy head, Jamie.
A swimmy head? What?
Yeah, she says she has a swimmy head.
I can't believe you put one of those nutball movies. Kevin Sobol. He's a nutball.
All right.
I found it at the library though. So I said I put
the end.
Yeah, but I put it up as a joke.
If y'all wanna see my my thing to it.
Hell, even Xena went off on him.
You even commented on it, Patrick, when I did the review for it.
I have to go back and look at it.
It's right here.
Okay, hold on. You guys keep going. I'm gonna go read Katie's. I'm gonna watch
Carrie, I'm probably a good nutball. Kevin Sorbo is a bad nutball. The only reason why people follow him on Twitter is to see what stupid shit he's gonna say next.
Yes. Oh, that's right, Katie. I did say that. I said shark movies can't be me. I guess I haven't watched Cruel Jaws. I watched Cruel Jaws since then. I can actually say that shark movies can be beat. A 4 out of 10 rating equals 10 for 10 for a normal film. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I was still in New York at the time. That was summertime last year that I did that.
I'm going by and giving everybody a thumbs up on this, Katie.
You can.
While I'm here at the channel.
You can also. It's free on Tubi. You can watch Cruel Jaws on Tubi. It's on there.
No, why? No, why would I want to do that? No, Katie, don't make me do that.
Yes, you have to do that. No, I'm kidding.
Do it
right now after the show.
Do it now. Get to the top.
I want a full review by tomorrow.
A 5-page double-spaced report, front and back.
So. Are you guys looking forward to the Spooktacular as much as I am? I mean, what do you guys all hope that the Spooktacular will be like this year? Do you think?
It hasn't even crossed my mind.
Do you think Hobbs should ask 10 questions this year? I want to see him eat a pumpkin pie on the air. That's what I want to see. I want to see Hobbs. We
should have a pumpkin pie eating contest.
Yes, Steven, you know what? That's a good idea. That's a great idea. Everybody gets a whole pumpkin pie. They get whipped cream on it, and then they eat it.
They just shove it down. Yeah.
Yeah. Eat it. Eat that pie.
You know, this might surprise a lot of people because
Carrie, you don't know about this.
I don't like pumpkin pie.
Well, we'll give you.
I only like if it's real. I like real pumpkin pie. I like real pumpkin pie. None of that shit from a can.
Pie? Yeah, it's all right.
Mark doesn't really like pumpkin pie. What do you like? Cookie cake. He doesn't like any kind of cake but cookie cake. With no frosting.
People are going to be more upset at Mexico because there's going to be a cereachi shortage.
Hold on, guys. Carrie is actually sitting there saying the what spectacular? She doesn't know what the spectacular is. We got to explain to Carrie what the spectacular is.
Be right back.
Okay. Maybe if Hobbs is Caspering, maybe Hobbs can come into the room and tell us what the spectacular is. I think he's Caspering too, Katie.
I don't know.
I don't know what he's doing. There's 12 people watching this. I'm sure that Hobbs is I'm sure he's Caspering us.
He's just waiting to the point to attack.
Maybe tomorrow I'll actually
he'll be
do a review since I didn't do a review this week because it's been a busy week, so I haven't done any movie reviews.
I'm sure that I'm gonna pay for this. I'm sure next Thursday it will be open season on the Cheetah and myself, and I'm
season, rabbit season, duck season, cheetah season.
I'm assuming it's spooky. Oh, Rob doesn't know either. So the Spooktacular. I don't know the Spooktacular is either. Jamie doesn't know either.
Jamie knows about the Spooktacular. Oh, but her head's swimmy, so she might have forgotten. Okay. So, Katie, you know what the spectacular is?
Yeah.
You should explain what the spectacular is, since you're a midnight hour panelist and hostess. You should be able to explain what the spectacular is.
Carrie said she messaged Hobbs to ask him what it is.
Yes, that's a great idea. I'd love to know what his answer is.
So the spectacular is where you have to. Hobbs does it every year. You have to make a video, and he has like 5 or 6 questions for you to answer, and you get in, and it's a whole big deal. The midnight hour is on for like a long time during that night. And
that's the whole month. The spectacular happens.
It's the whole month really. And then on the day he does his drawing, and whoever wins gets a pack prize, and you have to answer the 3 questions about like Halloween, horror movies, or whatever he asks you. That's what it is, and you get a prize pack.
And you have to watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show in costume.
Oh, Rocky!
Wait, can I use my costume?
I'll just come naked.
Katie and Carrie can go as Columbia and Magenta.
No, we could go as twins. Carrie and I could go as twins because she's my partner in crime anyway. So
you can be the twins from The Shining. Come play with us.
Yeah, we could.
Why not? That worked. That worked. Yeah. What if they would have?
I say no to her until she sees fucking that movie Army of Darkness.
Be nice to Carrie, otherwise I'll kick your butts.
Well, she needs to see it.
Carrie said the A24 films were the best. She's picking on
A24 films suck.
Thank you, Katie. You're my hero. See?
The look on Steven's face was like what?
Yeah, it's the battle between IFC, A24, Uncorked.
No, I like a couple of I shouldn't say I really hate them. I like some of them, but some of them I do not like.
That's how it is. Some of them are okay, and others are like, nah.
Yeah. She doesn't
like I didn't know the Bling Ring was part of A24, and I like that movie.
Yeah, they see, look at Carrie not taking it back. All right, that's all right. You can go ahead and be one of those casual horror fans. Hereditary, yeah.
Oh gosh, Hereditary.
Actually,
after she lost her head, that was the best part.
Yeah, but did you notice though when Drew asked us earlier about our favorite Tom Hardy movie? Did you guys notice my movie was Lock? I put Lock down as my favorite Tom Hardy movie, and it's an A24 film. So what does that make me, right?
I haven't seen that one.
That's a great movie.
Everyone knows the best studio ever is the Asylum.
My favorite Tom Hardy movie is
ITN is better than the Asylum.
Yeah, Locke is amazing.
Tomatoes.
I was converted away from Asylum.
It says I am not a casual horror fan.
She's not. She's open to everything.
So Carrie
likes a little bit of everything.
She must have liked Hereditary, and she must have liked Scream 6.
I like Hereditary.
I like Scream 6.
I didn't like Midsummer, or however you say that movie.
Midsummer or whatever. Yeah, that was kind
of. Locke is brilliant, though. That's a movie I would recommend to anybody. I really love that movie. That was a cool ass movie. I got that as a blind buy at my video store.
I'm checking.
I really didn't know anything about Tom Hardy or anything. And I went and I watched it, and it is an amazing movie. It's a tour de force. It's just Tom Hardy by himself. He carries the whole movie for an hour and a half.
Carrie said she only watched Hereditary first. Once. Once. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting tired.
It says, I'm pretty sure that Professor Macabro is now a friendly man. He is. He is. He is.
She says she's on the fence of Scream 6.
You know what? Okay, so I might tip my hand here on this, but I'm going to do it anyway, just to get it out there. Okay, so I was really hoping that Hayden Panettiere would live in that movie, and I was so happy that she did. Does that make me a Scream sellout? Could be, but I'm owning it.
Well,
I was happy. I was happy. What's her character's name? I don't even know what her character's name is.
Kirby.
Kirby.
Okay. Well, you answered that pretty fast, Steven.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
I knew that character too. That's why I said it right after him, because she's one of my favorite characters in Scream.
Yep. Hey, Steven, how are you?
Hi, Steven.
I'm good, thanks. No, the other Steven. Okay. No, I know. I was kidding. Welcome.
All right. Let's see. He's back on YouTube, the country singer. All right.
I happen to like Midsommar. I love that the horror film filmed mostly in the daylight, but it's still thrilling.
I need to go ahead.
Yeah, I once did a double marathon between Midsommar and Nicolas Cage, The Wicker Man. It kind of ruined Midsommar for me afterwards.
Not the bees! Not the bees!
Not the bees!
I haven't seen The Wicker Man.
Not the bees! They put like the bees, like, not the bees!
Good old Nicolas Cage.
Right in the eye! Yeah.
I don't like Nick Cage. Oh, did I say that?
I really want to see his take on Dracula. I want to see Renfield so bad.
Oh yeah,
Renfield looks fun.
The only movie I liked Nick Cage in was when he was in Kick-Ass.
Okay.
He might be endowed. He did one movie where he's supposed to do a love scene, and the sheets formed a little too tightly to him, to a particular part of his body. So he might be a little endowed.
Carrie said she's into Ty West films now because he's slaying it.
What's your favorite Ty West film, Carrie? Is it X or is it Pearl?
Pearl, she wrote that.
I still haven't watched those yet. I need to.
Mine's X because I haven't seen Pearl yet.
Hey, one thing I gotta say about Pearl, she wrote that Scarecrow like a pro.
What?
Porn stars were taking notes.
Hold on, wait, what?
I thought you saw The Innkeepers.
The Innkeepers? Yeah, I seen that one too.
Brother Max says House of the Devil. I have House. I have four. His four. I
haven't seen House of the Devil. That's a Ty West movie.
Yeah, on Dark Skies. Yeah, good movie. Let's see. She loves both. What did you think? What did you think of the House of the Devil or the Innkeepers?
I like the Innkeepers.
The Innkeepers. That ending was sad, though, right? I mean, wasn't that a sad ending? I just felt really bad. It was like because she didn't deserve. She didn't. You know, I don't know. It was different. It was like you're sitting there going, like, do you have to do that, Ty West? What's up with that? But I would recommend listening to the director's commentary for that movie. That's hilarious. That is hilarious director's commentary. Yeah, I'm really.
Is it better than Uwe Boll director's commentary?
I thought the Innkeepers I thought it was way better than X and Pearl. Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was more.
I thought it was more a movie, but that he directed, but it's really good. Is Drinking Buddies? That's a really good.
Yeah, that's a great movie too, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not a horror movie, but it's good.
No, it's not. But it's a great movie though. I like that movie a lot.
I didn't know he did VHS.
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen that one. I didn't know he did Cabin Fever too.
Who did? Ty West?
Yeah.
Yeah, they shouldn't have done that. That was a oh, the professor's here. No, he's in the chat.
And I didn't know he did You're Next. I didn't know he did that too. I seen that too.
You're Next is a good one. I like that.
Act of Violence with Ethan Hawke and John Travolta is really good. Yep.
Yeah, that one's good too.
Yep.
But I'll watch anything that Ethan Hawke's in because he's cute anyway. So I'll watch anything with him. Except for Black Phone. Except for Black Phone, he looked very different in Black Phone.
Yeah, what was it? The acts of Cabin Fever 2. Yeah, there's just no reason for it. Patient Zero. There's just no reason, and then even worse is that they remade the original Cabin, Cabin Fever, and there was nobody asked for that movie to be remade. Nobody.
They were trying to like remake it as close as they could to the first one too. It was kind of like when they did when they remade Psycho with Vince Vaughn. It was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sorry, Professor.
I will say that IFC Midnight made a big mistake in picking that up. That was not a good movie for them to pick up. I think maybe they did it because they had success with Maniac. They did the same thing with Maniac. They remade Maniac, and so they had good success with it. So they said, well, what do we do Cabin Fever and do the same thing? And it's just like, okay, but nobody asked for that movie. I mean, nobody does. It's like every time you see someone, someone makes a King Arthur movie or Robin Hood movie or something like that, it's like nobody asked for those movies. Nobody's sitting there going like, yeah, we need another Robin Hood movie because 200 of them isn't enough.
Right.
The last Robin Hood movie is Men in Tights.
Yep,
that's the best one. You know what movie I watched last night? Y'all should watch. Is 80 for Brady. That was a cute movie.
Was that cute? I'm hoping that will that will get released on home video. I hope that it does.
It's based on a true story, actually.
Well, okay, in that movie, that movie, Robin Hood Men in Tights. I was watching someone did a video on 10 facts you didn't know about it. There's a line in there there's a diss on Kevin Costner about, unlike others, I have an authentic English accent.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly in other countries, they decided to put other things in there. Unlike others, I wear tights. Unlike others, I do not dance with wolves. And a whole bunch of others are just making fun of him.
Mm-hmm.
You know the movie they're making, Katie, they're coming out with. I don't know. I'm sure you saw the first one, right? The book club.
Yeah, I've seen the first one.
Yeah, the first one's super cute. They're doing another one.
When they're all reading 50 Shades of Grey, that was funny.
That was hilarious.
The old ladies reading 50 Shades of Grey. I was like, what? What are they reading?
That was funny as hell. But they're coming back with another movie, so that'll be really cute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Tom Brady's actually in the movie too. 80 for Brady.
Is he in that? I didn't really know what that story. I didn't know what that movie's about, but I saw the preview.
It's about these four friends, and it has Jane Fonda, Sally Fields, the girl that plays with Jane Fonda, and that Netflix show Frankie and whatever show. And I forget who the other lady is, but it's about them, and one of them had cancer and they couldn't change the channel, so they ended up watching Tom Brady's first football game where he was like the third string or whatever, and they had to play him, and then ever since then they've been watching him, and they want to go to the Super Bowl, so they find a way to go to the Super Bowl.
Okay. The Ant mentions the Joy Luck Club. I saw someone actually in the community. They actually did they were doing a review on or a watch along for Steel Magnolias, which I thought was pretty awesome.
Yeah, Grace and Frankie. Yeah, I like that show too, Carrie.
Let's see. The Christian
I never
Slater.
seen Joy Luck Club. Luck Club. I said lock. Yeah. I don't know why I said that. Just look.
I want to see the second book club.
Christian Slater, I got him mixed up. I love Christian Slater.
Yeah, he's fun to watch. When he gets good material,
I liked him in Face Off.
I liked him in Alone in the Dark.
And Face Off, no.
Or what's up? Isn't he in the movie with John?
No, Broken Arrow.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Broken Arrow. I don't know why I'm thinking Face Off.
Well, Face Off was Nicolas Cage and John Travolta. The one you don't like.
Yeah. But that one's not bad
though. Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna grab Steven Sheets' channel here and drop it in there because he's been coming to 8 questions with for quite a while. So I thought I'd go ahead and drop him in there.
Others is good with Slater. I like that one too. I don't know why why I did that. It's because I'm getting tired.
Getting tired.
Yeah.
I watched Villa Lobo today.
I've been at work. I've been at work since noon, and there's no AC at work, and the roof is leaking.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it stormed here too today, on and off too. So yeah.
The roof started leaking yesterday.
I like Christian Slater a lot too. Yeah, I agree with you. He's very underrated, I think too. It's just that he has to get a good script. I mean, he's done a lot of direct-to-video movies.
Yes, he
but
is.
he still has the skill. He's still very good.
Yeah,
he's still very good. He's
very
just
bad things and True Romance. Yeah, I like that one too.
Good.
I like that one.
Can't mention Gleaming the Cube. I'm going to put out one called Dawn Rider. That was a fine Western that he did. I'll put that up there as one of his better roles that I've seen him do lately. Of course, the show Mr. Robot, he was very good in.
I like Mr. Robot. It actually kind of reminded me of what is, I can't even think now. It's on the tip of my
Carrie, I have seen Cuffs.
Puffs?
But but my favorite Slater movie is Hard Rain.
Oh yeah, Hard Rain was good.
Steven, I just followed you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wasn't Ethan Hawke and Kristen Slater together in a movie?
Yes.
What was it? Fucking Alone in the Dark.
Alone in the Dark. That's a fun. You know, I know people always say about that, crushing that movie and stuff, but I always thought Alone in the Dark was actually better than people gave it credit for.
What was that one movie? Sleepers, I think, or something, where they were like abused and they went back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. Oh, Mindhunters. Yeah.
Mindhunters. I heard that's a trippy movie.
It is. I've seen it. It's very trippy.
Yeah, I heard that.
Is that the one about the FBI people?
That's like one of those movies where you have to be in the mood to watch.
I think Christian Slater was in Star Trek 2, Wrath of Khan, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
No, he has a cameo in Star Trek 6.
Was it 6?
When someone has to. Yeah, there's a scene where someone has to come wake up Sulu on the Excelsior and tell him about the Enterprise, and it's Christian Slater.
Oh, he's in the new.
He's in Discovery Country.
Kristen Slater's in the new Willow. I didn't know that. He's in the new Willow on Disney Plus.
Oh, I haven't gotten to that episode because I don't remember him being in it yet. Well, I only watched a couple episodes of it. I got to finish it.
And then he's also in a new movie called Chupacabra or something.
Chupacabra or Chupacabra.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. He's in this movie. It's on Netflix.
Wind Talkers was really good. That was a good Nicolas Cage role too.
Yeah.
Katie.
Yeah, I've seen Wind Talkers. I've seen it.
GCap once mentioned a movie called Near Dark. Wow, is GCap still around, or did he disappear off of us? You know who's also gone? I haven't seen him in a long time. I was wondering if you guys seen him around. Whatever happened to Stevie from San Francisco?
I see him.
I haven't seen GCap recap in a long time.
Stevie, I think he's been doing stuff on another deal. Every now and then, I see him post on Instagram, or he's left a comment on one of my videos a while back. But I think he's doing videos on another deal. Someone said what he was doing it on Tumblr or something. I could be wrong.
Oh, and then Kristen Slater's really good on Dr. Death. Have you guys seen that show with Joshua Jackson?
Carrie mentioned about Adam Beach was great in Wind Talkers. Adam Beach is great. He was great in Law and Order, SVU. That was, oh man, I was so crushed. He was on the show for one season. I was crushed when when his character, they didn't, I guess he didn't want to come back. And I'm going like, okay, I get that, but can you just let him go on his own 2 feet? And then they let him and Diane Neal go at the same time. I was bummed.
Yeah, and he's also in Fern Gully too.
I was about to say he was the best in Fern Gully.
Yeah, he is. Well, that's mine in your childhood right there.
Betty Cuda.
I don't know.
Yeah,
you think Cobbs is here? How long should we go? We'll have to ask Cobbs. How long does Cobbs want us to go for?
Wait, I got my empty water bottle. It's now time for the ASMR.
Oh God, ASMR.
Yeah, you have
bottle.
Hey Patrick, you do realize you have 2 millennials down on the bottom.
What's up with that? Hobbs is putting those AMSR videos in our chat. That's a freaky thing.
Yeah, Smoke Signals is one of my favorites too, Care. And Star-Lord said GCap's been busy with work.
Okay. And Carrie says that Adam Beach is wary of Hollywood. I don't blame him. Adam Beach is a terrific actor, though. Holy shit, he's so
he
good.
is.
Bob Ross is the OG ASMR.
I used to watch Bob Ross when I was little.
We're gonna paint a little beautiful bush right here, mountain.
Okay, you know that
flower.
Okay, when they first dropped that trailer for that movie that Owen Wilson's in, I thought that was a Bob Ross movie. I was like, it's not, but it was like.
Oh, at first I thought it was, yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like.
I thought it was like deleted scenes of Bob Ross or something like that. But did you see the documentary? They had Bob Ross documentary on Netflix.
I heard they did, but I didn't watch it.
I didn't even know who Bob Ross was or what he did. I never saw a single show of his. And the next thing I know, the first time I heard the name was actually on the Epic Rap Battles of History. And I'm like,
I've known who he is for years, and then I was looking at calendars, and I go, "Oh, look at Bob Ross," and then I hear my mom, "Who?" Literally frozen place, like, "Oh,
is he still alive? Or is he dead?"
No, he died. Yeah, he died a long time ago. But I guess he's now elsewhere, painting his nice little happy trees. Is he
part of somebody? Did somebody grind him up his bones and put him in their paint?
It's not Bob Ross. Wait, what? It's not Bob Ross.
I think talking about the movie, saying it's not a Bob Ross.
The movie is supposed to. Yeah, they didn't get very good reviews.
But
Bob Ross was amazing. He still has old episodes on YouTube. You could watch it on YouTube and PBS. You could watch it too.
Ann says he's got a fake Bob Ross. Jesus Christ. He's got a fake Bob Ross painting in his garage.
Yeah, is she asleep?
You know, someone was saying that there was a theory that like where he was painting stuff is like where he it was a killer. That's where he buried the bodies wherever he painted.
Yeah,
right.
His blue period. Oh my gosh. I've never watched a single one of his shows.
My grandmother used
I haven't. I've only seen the clip, and it was like so trippy. Like this guy's just like, and a nice little happy trees, you know, and a nice little happy trees. It's like, is this guy getting completely like he's smoking like, you know, about an ounce of that wacky tobacco and then painting?
He probably was.
And then someone told me he was in the military, and I'm like, what?
So was Captain Kangaroo and Mr. Rogers.
But I can't picture him like yelling at somebody, tell him, drop and give me 50. I'm picturing, would you just lay down and give me some nice little happy push-ups? 50 of them.
Little happy push-ups.
Yeah, just some nice happy push-ups. That would be trippy because, you know, growing up around the military.
That would be a fun parody movie to see him in the middle of there, just like a spoof.
Would you just stand there and let me put my nice little happy bullets in you? Yeah. Just don't move. They won't hurt. It'll be okay.
They're happy bullets.
Exactly.
Look at this beautiful red blood puddle. You know, if you spread it out a little bit, it looks like a beautiful sunset.
Yes,
or it's the planet Mars.
His son is painting now. That is correct, Star-Lord.
Is he doing it just like his dad?
I have no clue.
I want to know if he's like his dad, because that would be hilarious if he was just like his dad.
I don't know. I'm not sure. But you know why he started painting, right? Because he had a lot of depression and anger issues.
So now he does happy paintings.
How did that help him though when he's drawing the same thing every time? I'm gonna draw a happy little bush, and I'm gonna go and draw. And it's just like you draw the same thing every time. Yeah, I'm gonna draw a mountain.
Shit.
I'm gonna do a mountain. Then I'm gonna do whatever. It's like you're drawing.
Yeah, that is true, Professor. And Carrie saying Hobbs is ignoring her and sees them, but no reply. How rude.
Oh,
I found a video, I think, of his son, Steve Ross.
Yeah, Steve Ross is his son.
Okay.
I gotta watch see how he is.
Well, he's probably raising the ransom money, Carrie. I told him that I was going to hijack the show, and that he could only get it back if I got a case of cat food, a fancy feast. I'm sure next Thursday is going to be very entertaining. I am dead certain that next Thursday, hell's coming to Frogtown, and Hobbs is bringing it.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just gonna be quiet.
No, he doesn't do it like his dad. He doesn't have that. He talks regularly.
No, he doesn't.
That's not right.
But he's still good though. He's still a good painter.
Dad. Yeah, he is. But I think I'd get more of a kick out of it if he was just like his dad.
You know, Bob Ross used to be in the army too. He was like he was like a high up in the army.
And he used to tell him, "Why don't you just lay down and give me some push-ups, some nice, happy 50 push-ups, just please, just nice ones."
Some happy shots.
Exactly. Just stand there. This nice. My happy bullets want to into your body, so just stand there.
They're happy. We're gonna paint some happy wounds.
Right.
I remember them were given timeout cards at one point.
Interesting.
I heard like when in boot camp, and I was like, "What the hell? I don't want to be yelled at anymore. Here's a timeout card."
Timeout.
Yeah, it's not. I was like, "That's not going to help in combat." Tell the other guys,
"Stop shooting
at me! Time out! Stop shooting! Stop shooting!"
Exactly, it's not going to help. You're just going to get some looks like, "What the hell is wrong with these?"
Carrie said, "Happy push-ups."
Nice happy push-ups. You know, it's like Julia Childs worked for like the CIA or something. Did you remember the Saturday Night Live?
Have a good night, Professor.
Do you remember the Saturday Night Live? Do you remember the Saturday Night Live?
He calls his kids gremlins. That's funny.
Yeah. Do you remember the Julia?
What's after midnight? Don't feed them.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, remember the theory from the second movie? It's always after midnight somewheres.
Well, didn't you know certain times are witching hours for kids? They don't want to go to bed. They just get overtired and start crying for no reason. They call it witching hour.
I say my frying pan idea works. Just whack.
But actually, in real life, there is such a thing of witching hour. It's between like 2 and like 5 a.m. and they call it witching hour.
Mm. Maybe that's right. Maybe that's why certain witches are up so late.
They call it witching hour because that's when all the ghosties are out.
That makes sense. I do notice a lot of. I do notice a lot of people who identify as that. They're up really late at night.
Mm-hmm.
Card readers or things like that. I notice that they are up really late at night.
They are because that's when the spirit world is active.
Makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, it does make sense. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We'll go to 12:30. That'll give us about 3 hours. That'll be that'll be a good midnight hour run.
Do you have 8 questions?
He told
me.
Do
you have 8 questions with tomorrow, Patrick?
I do. I have Christy Adams tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Nice.
So
I'm off tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, That's a good question. I know I'm so unused to having a show on Friday, but I'm doing a show on Friday. And I guess I can mention this too, since it just happened while we were talking. But Crystal Lowe is going to come back and hang out with us on May 6th.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really happy to get that. She's a really sweet lady. I really like talking to her. She's so fun. She's so fun.
Star Lord said it's 3 a.m. Well, I get confused when witching hour is. The veil is open. Look, he said, hey.
Yeah, I think he's talking about Hobbs.
Oh, yeah.
Hobbs said, hey. I'm sure we'll be, like I said, I'm sure next Thursday it'll be Payback, and I'm sure that'll be very entertaining. We'll see.
Right.
Hobbs will hijack 8 questions with.
That's right.
Maybe I'll hijack it.
We're all just gonna hijack everybody.
Well, you are. Wait a minute. You are coming, because Carrie's got to give me a date for her interview, and then you're coming out and hanging out with us to do that.
Yeah, but
interview.
I'm not hijacking it at that point.
No, you're not hijacking. Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, look, he says it's a contest every October. He asks 4 questions. I think this year though he should ask like 7 questions. He always. Okay, so he's telling her what the spectacular is. The spectacular is awesome. What a great idea.
Who knows? Maybe I'll hijack everybody's shows. Who knows? Oh.
Holy cow, Katie's on the loose.
I still got to find a bunch of zombie movies for next month, because it's Zombie Awareness Month.
Well, maybe Steven here can tell us what's happening in July. We got something cooking in July. And now that Steven actually knows how to do this, he'll do this right. But what are we doing in July, Steven?
Well, I guess we're gonna do a Jeff Kirkendall July. So
yeah.
Who the heck is that? I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay.
The actor.
He's been on my show like how many times now, Patrick? Like 3 times?
Like 10 times already.
4 times, yeah. He did he's Dracula and Sharkula. He's in Jeremy and Return to Splatter Farm.
I haven't seen any of those.
Can't Murder. Really? Okay.
Really? You haven't seen Amityville in Space?
No.
Wasn't he in Noah's Shark?
Yes, he was in Noah's Shark. Yeah.
I've seen Noah's Shark, but
he was the priest, wasn't he? He's the priest, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Father Benna.
Father Benna, yeah.
Oh, okay. I know who that character is.
Yeah.
See?
Well, if you go to Tubi and type in Jeff Kirkendall, there's a bunch of them. So.
Yeah, a bunch of.
Okay, I'll watch his movies.
So we're gonna be doing a Jeff Kirkendall week. Last year we did a Mark Polonia week, but this year's gonna be much better because we know what we're doing and how we're doing it. And so Jeff, so we're gonna start the show. We're gonna start on Steven's channel, House of Midnight.
Changing my name too, apparently.
Well, really he did that because I was on your show last week. That's why
really is sticky, Steven. I don't know what that is, but it's sticking to me.
He did that because I was on your show last week. That's why he's doing it.
Yeah, I know why he's doing it. It's just gonna be that. I mean,
Hobbs said no on the 7 questions. Damn. I was hoping he'd do 7 questions, and then he'll also include a Screen Queen question too, Carrie. That's the best question. He always asks the Screen Queen question.
Max is saying it's sci-fi July for him.
All right. Well, you know what? Okay. You can do Jeff Kirkendall. He does science fiction, so you can actually jump in and do a Jeff Kirkendall watch along.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm sure we'll end the week. Probably watch one of his movies and get him to come on and do like.
I'm sure. You know what, Steven? Yeah. I'm sure he will.
Oh,
I'm sure he'll go, and I'm sure he'll be very happy to do so. Yeah.
Well, we did watch Return to Splatter Farm. We did a watch along. He was on that with Tim and
yeah. That was actually pretty damn good. Splatter Farm. That was actually pretty good. I was impressed with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, whenever I get Sharkula, I don't know when that's going to happen. I mean, that could be 2 years from now. It could be 4 years from now.
It'll be before July.
What,
July what? July 2024, 34, 44?
Sure, yeah, 30, 34.
See, Brother Max says, I've never reviewed Star Wars for my channel, so I'm doing a first doing all the Star Wars films. Yeah, that'll be, you know what though? That'll be cool.
That's cool, Max. Cool. I'm a huge Star Wars fan.
I've actually done 3 superhero films. I've actually stuck in 3 superhero films to watch.
I managed to get some of my friends from high school mad at me because I got to the movie theater one time, and someone had bought some Star Wars tickets. I can't remember for which one, and they dropped them. So I pick them up, and they were like, "Oh, dude, we can go." And it was supposed to be the next day, and I fell asleep and slept right through it. And they were like, "Dude, we were supposed to go. Your dumbass fell asleep. We got a free movie." Oops. I'm still gonna say that remember when they re-released the original trilogy, more people went to go see the re-release of Grease than Star Wars.
Well, Grease is the word, you know.
Exactly. Still, the funnest experience I ever had in a theater was going to see Grease, where everybody sung along.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Who doesn't know all the songs of Grease by now?
Oh shit! But in high school,
I could sing all the songs, but then you might get a copyright claim. I know all them.
Yeah, you probably would. Wasn't there for a while there on YouTube a few years ago? Wasn't there when someone sang "Happy Birthday"? They could get a strike.
Now you can't. Now you can't because "Happy Birthday" is not copyrighted anymore.
Right.
How was it even copyrighted?
I never knew it was in the first place. I thought it was just a.
Okay. No. Okay, there is this song called "Good Morning to You," which kind of sounds like "Happy Birthday to You," but it's got a slower rhythm. So it's like "Good morning to you," whatever. Warner Chappell bought this audio library up, and it was in there, and they said that "Happy Birthday" basically was based on that song. And so they therefore own that song. But then a judge threw it out. But I've listened to both, and "Good Morning to You" kind of does, but it's slower than
it does.
But it's Warner Chappell, which is the name I used to come across when somebody would like have free music. They go, "Oh, Warner Chappell bought the library. We can't use it no more." But I haven't heard if they do that anymore.
But now you can sing "Happy Birthday" on YouTube. Now it won't be in sync, but you can sing.
You couldn't even use it in movies. That's on TV shows. That's why they had to make things up for a while there.
Yep. So, but now it's not copyrighted, so anybody can have the rights to it, and you can sing "Happy Birthday" and stuff.
Exactly. So take that, Warner Chappell.
Happy birthday to you.
Let's see.
Hobbs I was hearing about that for a while.
Hobbs is breaking down the Spooktacular to Carrie. That's awesome.
But yeah, I was hearing about that for a while. People would have these free songs with like free samples and stuff, and then they'd run into trouble with Warner Chappell because they had bought all that audio library up, and
are you okay there?
They were causing trouble.
Okay.
So Warner Chappell wasn't popular there for a while.
Let's see. Instead of Force Lightning, there was Grease Lightning.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh my God.
It was funny when in high school when they did Grease. I don't sing, so I was just helping on stage and stuff. But the dude playing Danny when they were singing "Summer Nights" at the end, instead of wondering where she is now, he goes, "Wondering who she's doing now." So he's like, "I'm sorry, I had to do it, or else I would have done it tonight at the show."
Who says you can't sing? I'm sure you can break out into some Grease songs, Steven.
Oh no! I know it's not like on American Idol when I can sing, I'm the best. No, I don't sing.
I think.
Hey man, they had those.
The the only semi will be like a Little Shop of Horrors, the dentist. I could sound like him a little bit. When I was younger, I'm just a bad little kid. My mama noticed funny things I did. Well, that's about it, really.
You sound like him.
Oh, yeah. That's Steve Martin.
Hey,
how about I take this and rip out your goddamn incisors?
Yeah. I love Little Shops of Horror, though. That's such a good movie.
I mean, I can do a little bit imitating, but as in like actual good singing, I don't sing.
I can't sing either. I'm tone deaf.
I think everybody sings in the privacy of their own home, especially when Grease comes on. Everybody sings along with Grease. John Travolta with the guys from Scrubs.
Oh yeah, that was good. That was a good commercial.
Yeah.
Oh, the commercial. Yeah, that was funny.
But hey, whatever happened?
I love Scrubs when it used to come
whatever
on.
Happened?
Me too.
Whatever happened? I wonder whatever happened to the Shebang guy.
Remember
him?
The what guy?
He was on on American Idol, one of them, and he was like,
oh, the
really
Shebang.
I was gonna say she bangs. She might be over on Pornhub.
He did a CD of it too, called, because his name was Hung. It was called Hung for the Holidays. It's like, I was like, how does he make money? It's like, I should just do something stupid and I'd probably still make money off it.
I thought you were talking about like Gundam style or something.
No. So
he was like, she bangs, and it was so bad.
Oh, okay, I know that song. Okay, I know that.
It was the Ricky Martin song.
Yeah, the Ricky Martin song.
So if he can do it, go on national TV. Then anyone can do it.
Yeah, that's the thing. That was the thing about the early rounds of American Idol. That was what made them fun. Was the first 2-3 weeks when they go to different cities and see all the you know though it's like it's sort of sadistic though if you really think about it. You know, you have the producers out there going around there, and then you turn around and you liberally pick the worst. I mean, the worst of the worst, and I'm just like, why would you, why would you do that? Like, well, because it's funny. Everybody's going to laugh at it.
Well, a friend of mine who auditioned, who she wrote the song for Descendants 2. She wrote some Disney songs, and she auditioned for American Idol years ago when Paula was still on it. And she said, like, before you go see them, you go through like 3 or 4 different judges, and they'll tell you if you go on to the next round or not.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Because I had a couple of friends try out too.
Yeah, because there's no way every single person can go see all the judges. Yeah. So.
I always wondered how they did that. They have 5,000 people there. It's like, gee, you need an army of talent buyers sitting there to tell you if they can sing or not.
They have like a lot of like talent agents like there and stuff like that, and they tell you.
Well, I'm really happy that I got a singer-songwriter coming to the 8 questions. A young lady named Rachel Deshane, and I'm looking forward to seeing her and talking to her. I saw her sing on Instagram. I saw that. I didn't know who she was. It just said that she went live, so I went over and I watched it, and I was like, "Oh, this is pretty good." So I went and followed her, and then she did her live a little longer, and then I just said, "Hey, how about coming over and talking with me on the show?" She said, "Yeah." Nice. That's how you do it, Steven. That's how you do it.
That sounds
Max.
good.
Max is saying he likes his rendition of Hotel California.
Oh,
hilarious.
Yeah. See, that's the best thing to do is get someone like William Hung and have him sing the longest songs possible, like American. Sing American
Hotel
Pie.
California.
What about get him to sing Bohemian Rhapsody? There you go.
Yep. Or Stairway to Heaven. Antis sub to you, Steven.
In the God of the Vita.
Yeah, I saw a few people did, like about 3 or 4 people did. So thank you, everybody.
That's right.
Oh, I don't know that guy. I don't sub to him. No, I'm kidding.
That's how we roll here on the Midnight Hour.
So.
I don't know that guy. I don't sub to him.
The Midnight Hour is rolling strong.
Yeah.
Oh, we better say this though. Shit, we can't go on. We can't do a Midnight Hour without saying Boglins.
Boglins.
Gremlins.
Oh, that bill.
Thank
That
you,
bill.
Aunt. I appreciate it. I will sub to you back.
Yep.
Thank you, Aunt. And you know what's really Aunt is when he comes by and drops a comment off, and his comment mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes.
You can say mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes are great.
I'll say food back to him.
You're talking about Terrifier 2 with the mashed potatoes? If you've seen
no, it's one of the friendly men. That's his catchphrase is mashed potatoes are great.
That or what was the movie Sling Blade? Billy Boy's like, I like taters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a friendly man.
All right, Aunt, I just subbed to you.
You guys haven't subbed to each other by now? Wow,
I don't know.
Oh. How many you got so far, Steven?
Well, now I'm up to 544. So
hell yeah,
that's awesome.
It is. And what are you up to now, Katie?
505.
505. You guys are rocking and rolling.
Oh no! Will it be another like Patrick would be, and you were like close at numbers, and then you ended up passing me? It's like,
and then I looked,
me, Katie.
And then I looked at and our video that Steve, because I was on Steven's channel last Saturday. Well, it's at 96 views.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like almost another, just 4 away from the triple. Yeah.
Damn, that was a fun show last Saturday. I had a lot of fun. You guys really tore it up there, and you had a really energetic chat and everything else. That was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it this Saturday too. I really am. I think you guys will tear it up.
We got a couple ideas already thrown back and forth, so yeah.
Yeah. Then I like that idea. I like the idea a lot. And Katie, I understand if you were it's a long pull, and I don't want to monopolize your weekend. So if you can make it Sunday, awesome. But if you can't, we understand. We'll get you another time.
Well, no, I'm gonna probably watch the movie tomorrow because I'm off tomorrow, or Saturday night before I go on with Steven, or after or something because I'm off Sunday anyway. So
yeah, it's a fun movie. It's definitely gonna be a corker.
Plus, which movie was it again? Which movie?
Wolf Warrior.
Wolf Warrior. Okay.
With Wen Jing.
Plus, I need to start getting back into like normalcy. You know what I'm saying? Somewhat normalcy.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'm saying that's on TV right now. Wolf Warrior.
Yeah, it's a great movie, man. That has
really good in it. It is on Tubi. I see it.
And
don't forget Bubba. Don't forget Bubba the Redneck Werewolf.
Yeah, that's funny.
I don't know what that is from.
I saw that movie that the Bat reviewed and had the interview with Cactus Jack. That's actually off of Baby Entertainment.
Yeah, Baby Entertainment. Yeah.
I ordered my next 3 from Peter, and I got Skinamarink coming in.
Nice.
I can't wait for that.
Did you buy it, or did he give it to you for free?
He sent it to me for free.
Oh, nice.
So I'm getting that. Nice. I got Red Baron, and then I
have to review a couple of things on IndieBox.
Oh, what do you have to review?
Anything I want on IndieBox, he said.
That's why it's called Anything Box, right?
Yeah, I couldn't believe.
I mean, like I still have the movies. I actually still have these movies that he sent me. Hold on, I'll show you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the one and only is heading out, so have a good night.
Oh, thank you, brother, man. Tomorrow night, I'll be competing against the Ice Lord. That's who we're missing tonight, the Ice Lord.
He's been very quiet as of late, hasn't he?
He has been. Where is the Ice Lord at?
I've been asked about him.
I know he was on with what's his face. He's
been on other people's streams, but like,
yeah,
he really hasn't commented really on people's videos or
good night, man.
In the chat. I even like messaged him to see how he was doing and haven't heard anything.
So these are the movies that Peter sent me. He was like, he just wanted me to have some movies to own, but he's like, I can review them or I don't have to. But this is Forever Tomorrow. It's by Baby U Entertainment.
Okay. How many did he send you?
A bunch of them. I have this one that you reviewed, Badass Ninjas.
Oh my God! Did you get that? Oh my God! You won't make it out. You won't make it. There's no way you're making that. You're gonna last 10 minutes if you last that long.
The wildest.
Oh, that was blood awful. No, that got
the wildest hotel.
Oh, the Wilderness Hotel. Yes, I like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Have you seen it?
That echo that Badass Ninjas. That echo.
This one too.
Low Flyers.
Low Flyers. I haven't seen that one.
And then this is a double feature one.
Okay.
Here Be Dragon and Suburban Coffin.
Yeah, it looks like a horror movie or something. And then a Christmas movie.
Okay, Suburban Coffin. Oh, really? Interesting.
A very short shot.
Face on there?
Huh?
Is that a smiley face on that cover?
No.
Okay.
It's a Christmas movie.
It looks like a hockey stick, sort of, isn't it?
Is that a happy?
It's a hockey stick.
Okay.
It's got looks like a hockey theme to it.
I haven't seen any of those yet, but that's what he sent me last year, and he's like, I just wanted to send it to you, and he was like, you could review these, or you could review anything on anything on Indie Box.
Yeah, I was hoping that the library, this is all hope, but it hasn't. I was thinking, well, with all the buzz that Skinner Rennick got, that maybe they'd buy a couple copies of it. And then I just realized that no, I mean, if they're going to buy copies of anything, they would have bought copies of Consecration. And they
this one has a smiley face on it. It says "Be kind, rewind."
Okay. So I got Skinner Rennick. I know that they licensed it out to Shudder and IFC Midnight. But I've heard so much. So I've heard that movie so decisive. It's like you either like it or you hate it. It looks weird to me, and that's really up my alley.
Right.
And then I got 2 days in the Valley, or 3 days in the Valley, with that was with an all-star cast, and then I got the Red Baron. That Red Baron movie, I've seen clips of that on YouTube. I couldn't believe they actually had that. I was like, that's the movie I'm getting. That movie is absolutely beautiful. Can't wait to watch that. I'm only doing three at a time, Katie. That way I don't fall behind.
Right. I haven't done any yet, really. Baby, I told him I will, but I just haven't done any yet.
And then I still got one left. I got over there from the very first batch he sent me, or second batch he sent me. I got to go ahead and review that too. It looks good. I don't know why I haven't watched it yet, but now I'm watching a movie called Getaway that I got from the library. Bones reviewed it. He said
I still have all the Wild Eye movies that Wild Eye sent me to.
Oh my gosh. Steven went crazy. How many Wild Eye movies do you have now, Steven? About 400?
I think so. Yeah, I made my whole list of all the ones I got, but I haven't added the Wild Eye Ron Extremes yet. So let me see. Look at my notes real quick. I think over 400. Yeah, for about 400.
Oh wow.
Because there were. Let's see. Crazy. Yeah, here we go. Because I wrote down all the Wild Eye releasing I own, and I got it numbered all the way up to, well, actually 310. But then there's some others that have like multiple ones on there. So, and then there's 7. I forget how many Raw and Extremes there are. So probably about 380 or 85 Wild Eye titles, I guess. So close enough to 400. We might as well round it up to 400 because I think
how many have you reviewed so far? Do you have a playlist for your Wild Eyes?
Well, I got some that were on the Wild Eye Guy 85 that I don't really use anymore, and then some older ones on here. So
you should letterbox the stuff that you reviewed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just an idea.
So, that's just an app or whatever, Letterbox.
Yeah, it's really good. Letterbox is really good. I got to go over there and start doing some little bit of reviews on the movies I'm already reviewing. Like I reviewed,
this one.
Breaking Spirits is a good one.
I have this one, but I already seen it.
Which one's that?
Jurassic Shark.
Jurassic Shark.
Jurassic Shark.
God.
I like Jurassic Shark actually.
He did?
And then, yeah. And I have this one.
Is that a Polonia movie?
Unkind.
Is that a Polonia movie, Jurassic Shark?
The second one is.
Oh, who did the first one?
This is Brett Kelly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Brett
Brett
Kelly.
Kelly did the
Brett
first
Kelly.
one?
Brett Kelly did the first one.
Yeah, Brett Kelly did the first one.
You know, Brett Kelly's going to be doing. He's co-hosting the show with me on.
The second one.
I haven't even seen the second one yet. I don't know if I want to because I didn't really like the first one.
I like the second. I think I like the second one better than the first. Maybe Freak is a good one. It's short. It's like 50 minutes or 55 minutes or something. It reminds me of like Basket Case a little bit. The creature. It's weird.
And I also have this is like my whole movie collection because Wes sent me some movies and Patrick sent me some movies. I have that one. Insidious. I don't have a lot, but I got the Scream collection, the 3-disc one, all 3 of them, plus the documentary. Then I had to get this one because it's one of my favorite movies.
So here's my Brett Kelly, and he's going to be co-hosting the show with Donald Farmer.
And then Patrick sent me this.
That's right.
Lady and the Scamp.
I sent you quality entertainment, Katie.
And then I had to get Jaws. This is $5 at Walmart.
Yeah, I have all of them on Blu-ray. Except my Jaws one is different.
I still haven't watched
a little
this
booklet
yet.
thing. They had they did Universal did what they called the 100th anniversary collector series, and that's what my Jaws is.
Have any of you guys seen this one?
Atomic Blonde.
I've come across it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, my DVD player. So I have to go.
Patrick gave me this one too.
Ratatouille. Yeah.
Ratatouille.
I love Ratatouille. It's so cute.
I gave all the great movies. That's right.
Patrick gave me this one too.
See, yeah, you don't see me giving them. You don't see me giving them Werewolf Island.
Hey. Now I want to see Bones. I want to see Bones review that.
This one is actually a guy flick instead of a chick flick. It's actually a guy flick.
Oh, that Licorice Pizza or whatever.
Yeah,
I heard of that. I haven't watched it.
And then I have the new Texas Chainsaw movie. That one
with freaking Andrew Barr.
I think that's the new one.
I can't stand that guy.
And then I have
how much did he want from you?
Chapter 2.
I think he wanted like $500 or $1,000 or something really ridiculous. Yeah.
I still haven't watched this one either.
I
my friend Maverick gave me.
I couldn't finish that movie.
My friend Maverick.
I love this movie. I heard that's really good.
What?
Last Night in Soho?
No, I Killed Giants.
I love this movie.
I did it for Dollar Tree, but I couldn't finish it, so I threw it. So I picked another movie.
And then I got this one from Robert Pattinson.
What is that?
Let's see. Okay. Cosmopolis.
Yeah, it's Robert Pattinson. Wes sent that to me, and then I have Clay Zombies as well.
Oh, dude, Clay Zombies was such a fun watch.
Actually, Clay Zombies rocks.
I can't.
So much.
Oh yeah.
Those are all the movies I have. That I have on physical.
You know, he was posting they were posting some of the reviews people did on the website for Clay Zombies.
Yeah, that's a really nice thing that Jake does. It's so nice seeing Jake and Jim Heffernan come in. You need to interview that guy, Steven. You need to get Jim Heffernan on your show.
All right, yeah, that's what I guess we were talking about.
That one with Robert Pattinson's good. Okay, I'll check it out, Star-Lord. I haven't watched it yet.
I'm looking forward to the Christmas deal for Clay Zombies.
Yeah, me too.
Me too. We're all looking forward to that.
What are they doing now?
Christmas Clay Zombies.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a sequel or something, or what's going on?
Well, but if you go to clayzombies.com, they have a thing, the holiday special, which they're going to be doing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We got a few pictures
Jake's
from
awesome.
it.
He's our good friend, Patrick. He's all of our good friends. He'll pop into the live stream sometimes, and I'll be like, "Wait, Jake's popping in here? What?"
Yeah, I did the watch along to Clay Zombies, and he was in there, the channel. All of a sudden, he's like, "Hey!" He's like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, I got it
really
saved
cool
on
dude.
Tubi. I'll watch it. The Clay Zombies.
He's a down to earth guy.
Yeah,
he's really nice. He's down to earth. I
want to
really get him back on my channel. I have to ask him.
And what I like about Clay Zombies is how entertaining, how fun, and ridiculous it was, and it's a cool movie to watch.
You know those zombies. He actually made them himself. He shot the whole movie and then put the zombies in there.
Okay.
That's how he did it. Huh? So he filmed the whole movie and then he put the zombies in there.
Yeah,
and he still works. What was that, Patrick?
It's a really fun movie. They did a nice job with that. It's a perfect movie. It's so much fun. Ohio's just on fire right now.
Mm-hmm.
They really are. I mean, between that and Attack of the Killer Donuts. I mean,
I love
Attack of the
Killer Donuts.
Huh? You got that, and you get a Clown Town. That was really fun.
I haven't seen Clown Town.
That was good.
I think that's on Tubi also. Clown Town. Yeah.
I'll have to check it out. He also Jake also has like a real job like in the daytime, and so he did that on the side. So he has like a normal like 9 to 5 or something.
Yeah. A lot of the independent filmmakers are like that. They can only work on the weekends and whatnot, and because everybody has schedules and everything else. I get it.
I'm gonna try to see if I can get Master Chaos on my channel too. I'm gonna ask him to see if he wants to come on.
Oh yeah, I still gotta watch that. I got that movie marked too.
I said this before. If I actually thought that he would actually show up or accept my invitation, I would ask him to do an interview with me. But I really just get the feeling that he just wouldn't do it. I mean, he's a nice guy and we get along fine. We get along really well. But I don't really see him.
Does he know you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't see him traveling to other channels.
Yeah, he was on with Killjoy Jake last week.
Was he? Okay. Because I just don't see him traveling very much.
You know who Killjoy Jake is, right?
Yeah.
He was on Knight's channel like about a month or two ago.
On whose channel?
Knight.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to.
And I think he was also on Ken's channel too.
Okay. Yeah, I have a feeling he wouldn't come to visit me, but he might come visit you guys. That would be great. You guys need to ask him.
I'm gonna ask him. I have his email. I'm gonna ask him. I was actually supposed to be on his channel one day, and he invited me on, and I couldn't make it because of work, and I felt bad.
It happens. Have you arranged? Has he had to invite you back yet?
No.
Yeah. That's all right.
That's okay.
I like the series he's doing with Rainbow, the Hidden Pleasures, the Hidden Treasure. That's a fun series.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't know. I just haven't asked him or I haven't talked to him in a while, so I don't know if he would come on my channel or not.
I felt bad for him because he was right. He was saying something that would absolutely ring true. It is a little bit different too, and that is, he was talking about how his channel. I mean, he put a clickbait he put a clickbait title on there, like almost quitted YouTube. It's like, you're not going to quit. But he had a legitimate complaint, and I totally understand this. Is that his channel gets so much traffic, so much traffic. I mean, when he does his live streams about what's coming up, the Severance sale or the Vinegar Syndrome sale, he has 80 and 90 people in his chat, right? It's blowing up. But that it doesn't relate to his sub count. His sub count is not where it should be for that kind of traffic he's getting. His view count should be easily twice of what he should have. And I think he was upset about that. Huh?
Don't forget, he also had to. I was gonna say he also had to recreate a new channel because the other one had enough like subs, but it wasn't getting monetized.
Right. Yeah, they demonetized it. They wouldn't let them. They wouldn't let them monetize. But still, even so, until he had to restart the new channel, you would think that everybody would have slid right on over. It wouldn't have been. It would have been. He would have crossed 1,000 super easily and got the watch hours to boot. But he has really struggled to increase that. I mean, he is busting his ass. It's like I see 60, 70 people in there, and yet you don't see that reflected on his view count. It's like, wow, you should have 5,000 people in there. Because they're not always there's always somebody new in his channel. There always is. There's not just the same old suspects.
Right.
There's always new people in his streams. And I just wonder why, he was just basically saying, I'm busting my ass, but I'm not seeing any results. I'm not seeing my counts increase. I'm not seeing my engagements increase. And I do feel bad for him because he's a very good YouTuber. He's a very good YouTuber.
Right.
But I do think he suffers.
He's a good director too.
Yeah, I do think he does suffer from one thing though, and that I think does hurt him a little bit, and that is just my 2 cents, of course, and that is I think he should visit more channels, more smaller channels. It's always good to go on the big channels. It's you're on Knight's channel, you're on Corey's channel, you're on Danny Nightmare's channel. But it's good to come on there and do a Patrick channel or a Katie channel or a Steven channel, or Echo channel. I don't see that really happening. But when you do that, when you do come on smaller channels like that and you throw your support behind it, you know what happens? You get champions. You get those people who you come visit, they will talk about your channel and the fact that you came over and hung out with them and did a show with them. They will talk about that, and they will talk about that, and they will talk about that. And it just good. It just breeds goodwill. It breeds goodwill. And that's just my take on it. But I see a lot of channels that don't visit others. They don't go out and visit other channels. That's one of the when you want to know why Steven Famous Something Scary and Knight are so successful, because you see them doing visits to other channels. Like Knight comes over and hangs out with Gorophobe. He comes and hangs out.
Or Knight comes and hangs out with me.
Right. And there you got a guy with 25,000 people, and he's hanging out with a channel with under 1,000. And when people come in and see that, then they say, "Wow, he wants to visit them. Well, that's really cool. They must have something on the ball." And you reap the benefit of that. You get a follower out of that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, also because I'm monetized, I'm a mod on their channels. A lot of people, because I'm a mod on their channels, a lot of people know who I am, and they'll sub to my channel that way too.
Yep. And I do think that this will happen for Steven. I do think with a new change in direction, I do see your channel blowing up more, Steven. I really do. And once you get your channel, the description box all fixed up and everything else, I think you'll see a lot more traffic. I do.
Yeah.
So I do. But kids, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and pull the plug on the puppy.
Yeah.
It's 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock. We're down to 2 people. Star-Lord and Hobbs are here, and
Hobbs is here, huh?
Good night, guys.
Have a great night. Thanks for coming out for the Midnight Hour with a K. And we'll see you next Thursday on Hobbs channel at 10:15 on for the or Katie's Popping the Popcorn channel or Mr. Bones, who I don't know who you guys are hosting next Thursday, but wherever it is, that's where the Midnight Hour will be. Thanks for coming, and we will talk to you guys tomorrow night at 8:00, and when we have Christy Adams here for Nightmare Toys. All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, guys.
Bye.
Hey, Patrick.
Yes.